Let's see. Awesome, James. Yeah, man, start the recording. So I already started my backup recording, but good idea. I'm going to go ahead and start the one here in the webinar platform. So cool. But I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff live here, guys, that you need to stay on here for the call. And also, of course, you see the big fat logo there, Investor Carrot. Throughout this call, while I'm showing you guys the 7 website tweaks, I'm going to be showing you guys some pretty darn cool stuff with things that we've developed with Investor Carrot. If they work for your business, awesome. If they don't, no big deal. But I've got a really special offer for people who it does work at the end of the call. But everything that I'm going to be going over today in this call is stuff that people can apply no matter what system you use. Ours just happens to make it a heck of a lot easier and more effective to use it. Let's see. Oh, you can't see the screen? There we go. There we go. Nice work. Thanks, Pat. Cool. Awesome, guys. So Patrick Riddle is the professional here. So he's the one that told me to actually turn my screen on. Cool. Thanks, guys. So before we start, I just want to kind of know who is here, where you guys are from. So if you guys can really quick in the questions panel, shoot a quick note through here where you're from. I just love to see what parts of the country we're from so I can kind of tailor some of the content toward those different parts. So if there's a lot of people in California or in wherever, I want to see so I can start to see, okay, we got Connecticut, Sacramento, awesome, Jacob. Nice chatting with you, man. Texas. 2 from Texas, actually. Tony from Texas, Keyshawn from Texas, Colorado, Philly. Let's see. That's weird, Danny. Danny's saying it wouldn't let her in wouldn't let in at the first 3 times. So I'm glad you got in. Let's see. Oh shoot, things blowing up with stuff. Okay, Connecticut, Missouri. So Connecticut, there's a couple Connecticut people on here. So you guys are going to be both applying, hopefully, what I'm going to be teaching here, and hopefully kind of battling it out. Awesome. There's a Salem, Oregon. That's not too far from where I'm at right now. San Antonio. Awesome, guys. Columbia, South Carolina. There's someone close to Pat there. New Jersey. Guys all over the place. Arizona, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Maryland, Portland area. Awesome, Bill. Nice to see you on here. So I see a lot of people. Kirby. Awesome, man. Already an Investor Carrot member. So guys, what we're going to do is, since we have people, of course, from all around the country, and we were hitting every coast, every corner, just going to go ahead and dive in and do some content here. South Florida, Dallas, they're still coming in. Cool. So the title of this call, guys, is the 7 website tweaks you need to make to drive more traffic and leads online. And really what I want to kind of lay down what to expect tonight, okay? And I really want to give you some tips on how to apply what you see in this call, because this call is not just one where you're going to sit back and look at stuff and maybe take a note or two, okay? I really want you to take certain specific actions from this call. I don't want you to just sit there and write notes and then have it be, a pile, one note and a pile of notes from your webinar that you were on last week. I want you to take at least 1 to 2 things, and that's it. Take one or 2 of these tweaks and apply them in the next week. Okay, write the 7 tweaks down, but take 1 to 2 of them that are the quickest and easiest for you to apply on your website. Or if you don't have a site, like I said, I'm going to walk you through how to get one up going that is effective. And if I'm kind of shivering, guys, I'm not sure why. The house is kind of cold, so hopefully the heat kicks in here. So one quick thing. So Ellie is on here, and she said, is she the only one that hears the audio coming in and out? Guys, is the audio sounding okay on your end, or is it also kind of kicking in and out? Let me know if it is kicking out, and I'll adjust something. Okay. Yeah, it looks like everyone's saying sound good, perfect, good. So, Ellie, you might check your audio, your speakers settings or something like that just to make sure it's not an issue there. Okay. Awesome, guys. Okay, guys, I got a bunch of you saying it's good. Quit sending through it's good and it's perfect. There we go. So, let's go ahead and dive in. No further ado. So, this call will be about 90 minutes long. We're going to go over all kinds of cool stuff, okay? So, this is the way that I want you to do this, guys, because this is going to be interactive. I want you to ask questions, okay? As soon as you have questions in your mind, write them down and put them right there in that questions panel, okay? Because that's one mistake that I always make is I have a question that pops in my mind, and my wife reminds me this all the time. I have a question that pops in my mind or something I mean to say or something I'm supposed to do, and 2 minutes later, it goes out of my mind. Okay, so if you have a question as I'm going through and talking about something, shoot the question through the questions panel right then. Don't wait toward the end, or don't wait. I'm going to be answering questions as we're going, and it's really going to make more sense if I can answer those questions while I'm there doing what I'm talking about, rather than taking a big old long Q&A at the end. Okay, at the very end of the call, I will take an open Q&A if there are questions, but please ask them as we go. And how this is going to work, like I said, we're going to run for about an hour and a half, about 90 minutes from right now, and type in your questions as you think about them. Get out your notepad and start writing things down as you think of them. And I'm talking not notes, so don't write down just notes talking about, hey, Trevor said a cool quote here, or hey, here's a cool thing. What I want you to do is not write down that stuff. I want you to write down the action items, okay? Don't just write down the 7 tweaks. I want you to write down your action item on what you're going to do to get that tweak done in the next week, okay? Because the stuff I'm going to teach, guys, none of it is mind-blowingly hard, okay? Most of the tweaks are really simple. There's 1 or 2 that are a little bit more difficult for people depending on how your website's set up. But I want you to write down action items, at least 2 action items from this call, because making one of these tweaks could make a decent sized difference in your website depending on the current traffic you're getting. One of the first tweaks I'm going to show you actually could make a huge difference in actually getting traffic or not. Okay, so take action items, guys. Don't just write down famous or fancy quotes that come spitting out of my mouth today. So another cool kind of thing about this call is your tech skill level does not matter. Okay, so I want to put that down right away. You don't have to be a tech wizard. So if you're not a techie, if you're a non-techie, awesome. We're going to show you how to get all of this stuff up and implemented without knowing a lick of code. Okay, so you do not have to be a techie. You just have to know what needs to be done, and then of course certain systems, certain tools. A lot of these tweaks won't even require code if you're using the right system. Okay, if you don't have a website, awesome. This will show you what you need to look for in an effective site, and we'll show you how to get one up and running fast with InvestorCare. And I saw a bunch of InvestorCare names here on this call, so kind of one of the things that we're going to do, guys, with this call, before I jump into that, one of the things that we're going to do with this call is, since I know that there's a lot of InvestorCare members on this call, I know that there's also not a lot of people who aren't. I'm going to be showing you how to do it in 2 different ways. So each one of the 7 tweaks, I'm going to show InvestorCare members how to do it in their websites, in their system. And then for everyone else who is not an InvestorCare or not an InvestorCare yet, wink, wink, I'm going to show you guys how to do it on your sites. Okay, maybe it's WordPress or something like that. So I'm going to be covering both sides of the spectrum here. And if you don't know me, like I said, this specific webinar, it's something that Patrick and we talked about last week. And I said, hey, I'm going to do a content call, do a call next week. Do you want to tell your group about it? It's going to be great, some great stuff. So he's telling his Private Money Blueprint group, which I'm sure a lot of you on this call are from Private Money Blueprint. And then, of course, my REI Brain group. And then, of course, we have some people over from InvestorCare. So if you don't know me, really, really quick intro. I'm not going to show you the fancy cars and the fancy office and the fancy vacations and stuff like that, okay? You really don't care about that. Of course, you want to be able to go on those vacations and stuff on your own. But I'm not going to do 5 slides of me on our Panama or Hawaii vacations or something like that we went on this year. So my name is Trevor Mock. I'm the founder of InvestorCare, and I'm an investor entrepreneur, and I would love for you to hit me up on LinkedIn. So you can just find me there at linkedin.com/Trevor Mock. Friend me up on there. And some quick fancy stats. And Pat and I actually, we were business partners, and we still do a lot of stuff together. I was just over in Charleston, South Carolina a couple weeks ago at a mastermind that Patrick and I started a couple of years ago. Some really great people in it. And over the last several years, last 5 years about, it's really been where I've kind of figured out how to do this whole online thing. And over that time, I've generated a little over 70,000 real estate leads online. About 30,000, are ones that Patrick and I worked on together. We've really learned a lot about how to generate leads, about how to use the internet, about how the internet works, because a lot of people, they see that, okay, the internet's here, I realize I need to use it. They throw up a website, or they throw up some Craigslist ads, or throw up a Facebook page, or whatever it is, and then they expect stuff to happen. And sometimes stuff happens, sometimes stuff doesn't. Most of the time it doesn't. But there's certain things that make the internet work great, and a lot of those things are things that we've learned in the process of generating all these leads, tens of thousands of leads over the last 5 years. And I'm boiling down 7 of those really quick, simple, critical tweaks that you can make in your own website in this presentation today. I've been a passive real estate investor since 2004. I bought my most recent property here earlier this year. I buy and hold properties, rent them out. A kind of cool side story of that property that we picked up. It was from a really motivated seller. It was actually a vacation home that they had, a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath place overlooking a golf course, actually a townhouse. And we picked it up for an insane deal. So like crazy, crazy deal, overlooking a golf course, 1,600 square feet for $112,000 fully furnished, if you can believe it. And then we found a really niche market who's willing to pay double market rents. And it's not the market you're thinking of. It's not the vacation rental person who's going to pay, for 3 nights. We're talking people are renting it for a month to 6 months at a time, paying double market rents. That's what I'm passionate about. And I've taken our technology in Investor Care, and of course, it's my knowledge, and we're generating tenant leads all the time. So what I'm going to be teaching you guys today, it can apply to wholesalers, it can apply to multifamily, which is what I use it for, getting tenants, motivated sellers, cash buyers, private lenders, the whole thing. And I'm insanely passionate, guys, about entrepreneurs. And I created an 8,000 square foot entrepreneur co-work space here in my town of Roseburg, Oregon. It's a small town here in Oregon. I know there's a couple Oregon people here on this call, so you're probably thinking, Roseburg, Oregon, there's nothing going on down there. And honestly, there's a lot of cool things happening. It's just 2 weeks ago, it might have been last week. God, things are flying so fast. I think it was 2 weeks ago, we had our first angel investor conference where the last year we've been working on this thing, working, and we rounded up some solid investors from this town and from outside of towns. We put together a big old competition for companies from all around Oregon, applied to our angel investment fund, and we ended up investing $135,000 in one company a week and a half ago. Really cool company that we're passionate about. If you're passionate about that kind of stuff too, and inspiring entrepreneurship, hit me up about that because I'd love to talk about it. That's kind of my life's mission right now, and that's a big part of why I dove in and started Investor Care this year, because we're really working with a lot of people, not just investors, but in different markets, really showing them how effective the internet can be when you do it right and when you have the right systems. And I love traveling, mountain biking, hanging out with my beautiful wife and kids. McKinley and Colton are the 2 young ones. So introducing the Lead Carrot System 2.0, and I call it 2.0 because we've been really working on how to generate leads online, especially for real estate investors, for the past 3 years. And then this year we revamped it, and we're still revamping things every single week as we run tests. And this call right here relies on concentrating on 7 tweaks to your website, and 7 tweaks only. Are there 50 things that you could do to your site to make it work better? I'm sure there are, okay? But what I'm doing, guys, is for the sake of time in this call, we've only got 90 minutes, I'm going to show you 7 specific tweaks that you can make to your site. Some of them are going to help you get more traffic to your site, okay? And I could do a whole entire 4-hour call if you guys wanted me to do it just on traffic generation strategies. Okay, so we don't have a lot of time to go into a lot of traffic generation strategies in today's call. And then some of them are going to be geared toward, once you get someone to your site, how do you actually get them to convert? Because a lot of people have terrible websites that aren't working very well. And we're about to look at each tweak tip and how it fits into the overall system to grow your traffic and leads, okay? Because that's the whole goal with having a website, okay? I mean, there's a secondary, which is a secondary and massive goal as well, but it's building credibility. Of course, you need to have a website that builds credibility. But your main reason for having a website, guys, is to grow your business. It's to get traffic and leads. It's not so you can have this award-winning designed website that's going to win some kind of a marketing award, okay? So let's really think about the tweaks being, how do you make your website more effective, okay? And we're going to show you how to make your current site work better. Or if you don't have a website, like I said, I'm going to show you a way to get one with all these 7 tweaks already implemented. But let's go and roll in. I'm not going to take any more time adding any fluff or anything. Start with tweak number 1, and we'll start to build up from here. And like I said, some of these might be mind-blowing for you. Some of them might not be. But I'm going to show you guys different ways to think about every one of these. So one big tweak, one big thing, and honestly, I've been guilty of this, is offering free reports on my homepage. And that's something that... Okay, I would drink of water there. That's something that a lot of real estate investor website companies, you get a website from them and you'll see free reports all over the homepage and all kinds of stuff. That's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. What I'm saying is stop giving away free reports on your homepage as the main thing. Okay. So why not free reports on your home pages? And I'm going to dive in, guys. I'm going to kind of bounce back and forth here, going through presentation, bounce online, and show you stuff, presentation, bounce online. So hopefully you guys don't mind. And when I bounce online, I'll check out the Q&A. Right now I can't see it. But why not free reports on your home pages? So there's a few really, really big reasons here, guys. Number one, people don't want a darn free report. Okay, people do not want a free report. If I'm looking to sell my house, or if I'm looking to buy an investment property, I don't want a free report. I want my problem solved. Okay, they don't want it. They don't want a PDF. They don't want a report. They want to get their problem solved. For a motivated seller, their problem could be that the bank is calling them every single day trying to get them to pay. Their credit card bills are stacking up. Or if it's a cash buyer, they just want to see properties that they can buy. They don't want to get a free report teaching them how to find the properties. They want to see the properties, right? And there is one exception. So in the real estate investor world anyway, free reports do work great for private lenders if that's the leading offer. And guys, I don't want you to get me wrong here. I'm not saying that free reports don't work for sellers and buyers. Okay, what I'm saying, and I'm going to show you what I mean here specifically online, what I'm saying is don't make the free report your main offer on your homepage. Okay, it can be in other places on your website. I'm going to show you where we put them. So an exception is private lenders, because if you think about the mindset of a private lender is, most of the time, they're not going to go to your website and fill out your private lender form right away. Okay, most of the time they're still looking to learn some stuff. They're still trying to really learn about what private lending is. They're trying to figure out who you are and see if they're a person they even want to work with. Okay, so a free report on private lending could be great for private lenders. Okay, so that does work well. So instead of offering the free report right on the homepage or right on your squeeze pages that you're marketing to for motivated sellers especially, get them closer to the solution of their problem. Okay. And what I mean by that is if someone's looking to buy a house, an investment property, get them closer to that investment property. Show them some properties, okay? Or get them to a squeeze page that gets them on the list so they can see properties. Don't send them the free report. If you're a motivated seller and you're in foreclosure or it's a probate property, whatever it is, their solution is they need to get rid of their payment. They need to get rid of the house. Okay, so how do you get them closer to that solution? It's not with the free report. It is, and it's honestly not even really a house valuation report. Some people say, hey, most of the time real estate agents, they'll say, hey, get a valuation of your home. At the point to where a lot of these motivated sellers who are really insanely motivated, they know their home might not be worth a lot because it might need a lot of repairs or something like that. So they don't want to get a home valuation report. They just want someone to say, I'll offer you this for the house, so they can go on their way. Okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to hop online. Like I said, if there's questions, shoot the questions through, and I'm going to try to get to them as much as I can here. Let me just go ahead and okay. There's a ton of questions, guys. Someone says they grew up in Roseburg. That's crazy. Okay, cool. So there's some questions coming in. Keep on sending them through, guys. So what I'm going to tell you guys on this part right here. So what do you do instead of free reports? Okay, right here. Here's a great example. Here's a website, sellyourchicagohomefast.com. It's a investor named Richard. I just picked this one because this is an Investor Care member who we worked with here recently, and just a website domain name that it was the top of my mind. So I'm going to go to the homepage here. On this one, you can see here, Done Right Homes, you got some good content. You can see We Buy Houses Chicago, need to sell your house fast. So he's not offering a free report here. He's just saying, okay, if you need to sell your house fast, just put in some simple information and we'll get you an offer, right? So where do you put those free reports then that works really good? You put them right here. So if you do have free reports, which I highly suggest you guys should, put them on the pages when the person is going through and reading your information. Okay, so if you're thinking about the mindset of a motivated seller when they land on your website, they need to sell their house, but the things that are going through their minds are the things that the news media tells them and stuff like that. That there's scammer real estate investors out there, that they're not really sure who to trust, and there's the search results are just packed with other websites, and they land on yours. And so that's all going through their mind. So some people are just going to be so motivated that they're just going to fill this out. Okay, those people are awesome. Those are hot prospects. But a lot of people are just going to start navigating around your website. Okay, so let's say they go to get a cash offer today, and they're like, it looks good, but I don't know if I'm quite ready to submit my information. But then they see this little picture of Richard over here. They see he's a real person. And then they're like going through and looking at other stuff, questions. So then they go to questions, and they start reading things. And at the bottom of the page, there's a 5 ways to stop or avoid foreclosure in today's market free guide. Need more information on the foreclosure process, how to stop foreclosure, download this free guide. They click it, and it takes them to a lead page. Okay, so now they can opt in for this free guide because they weren't ready to actually give you their full information. So that's where we suggest putting your free reports. Either put them maybe in your sidebar or at the bottom of the content pages that people are reading. You could even put it at the bottom of your Our Company page if you wanted to. So there's a free report there like this one. So somebody comes here, reads about you before they submit their information. Oh, and then there's this free report. So then they can come here and opt in. So you're continually generating leads that way. Okay, so that's one way to do it, guys. Another way to do it right here is this one of my own websites. It's a very simple site that I set up. It's called KlamaFallsApartments.net, and it's for one of my own rental properties. It's a 4-unit property, small town in Oregon called Klamath Falls. So you guys the dude who grew up in Roseburg, the other one's from Oregon. If you guys recognize Klamath Falls, awesome, but it's kind of out of the beaten path. So I own some properties over there, and for all of the properties that I own, and even everything else that I do, I switch everything over to our Investor Carrot system now because it's easy to get stuff up and get them ranked fast. But this right here, when I first put up this website, this box right here, this little opt-in box, I made the cardinal mistake that we're talking about right here. I put a free report there. I thought, that's the quickest and simplest, and I'll just put a free report to where people can come here and get a free guide walking them through how to save 30 to 40% on their rent every month. And I thought, well, heck, I think people would appreciate that. I think they would actually download that so they could save money. I got maybe one opt-in out of that, guys. As soon as I changed this box, as soon as I changed this to see our available units before anything else, be the first one to see our high demand units before we release them to the general public, our opt-ins started to spike. And now with this one website doing nothing but setting up the website on our Investor Carrot system using our SEO Grader tool, which I'm going to show you guys here in a bit, I got it ranked on page 1 for Klamath Falls Apartments, and this thing gets 3 to 5 tenant leads every single week. Of course, these properties are full, but I just sell those leads to my property manager now. So it's just another little revenue stream. Okay, so that's what I would suggest doing. Get your free reports off of the main area, hide them in bottom pages, and figure out what is it that your person actually wants at that time. These people did not want a free report. They wanted to see great rental units. So ask that question. Motivated seller does not want to see a free report. They want to get an offer on their house. They want to know that you're credible. A cash buyer does not want to see a free report. They want to do the same thing. They want to go here and get on the investment list. They want to get on the form to see the deals. Okay, so even here, this is a quick tip, guys, too. When we tested this, and we're running tests all the time with our split testing software, and I think I'll show you a test or two today. We're always running tests, and what I mean by a test is we always have multiple versions of a page going, and we see which one's working better. And we found when on the cash buyer page is when we put show me the deals or something like that, show me the properties, whatever it is, in this instead of submit or instead of get on the list. People don't want to be on the list. They want to see deals. As soon as we did this, our conversion rates went up. So that's kind of a little bonus tip that I'll throw in there, guys. Go at it, get to work, implement that on your websites. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive back in here. And that one took a little bit longer than expected, but tweak number 2. So this one right here, guys. So Patrick can really attest to this because I'm big on SEO. I'm learning a lot more about the paid traffic model, and we're testing a bunch of stuff right now, and we're trickling those results down to our members. But tweak number 2 is optimize your title tag for the right keywords for SEO, and I emphasize right for a reason, because the biggest issue that I see for people is they put up a website online and they go, well, heck, I want to rank for sell my house fast in Seattle, or for foreclosure properties in Seattle, or whatever your keyword is. I go look at their website, and no matter how much they've read up about SEO, it seems like most of the time there's one simple, very powerful tweak that they can make to their website, to their homepage, and it's going to boost them up. Okay, so here's an example of that. Here's a member of ours, Mark Palladino. You can see the date there, January 22nd. He's emailing it. He says, that's perfect, blah, blah, blah. I'm curious, how long would it take you guys to do SEO for me to get ranked high? Right now, I'm on page 19 for Google search of We Buy Connecticut houses. I just assume pay experts to do it, but how many hours would it take? So what I want you to see on here is that his website was on page 19 for this search term, okay? So then fast forward to May. So email and said, hey, how are you doing? I just want to let you know that I haven't done anything other than what you guys did. So we went in there, helped them. We showed them how to use some certain things. And all we did, guys, was we changed the title tags to effective keywords. And we did a few other things. Not big stuff. But now in this one, he says on page 1, number 10 position, great job. And then he says right here, site is now in Google page 1, number 5 position. Are all the Craigslist hits helping me? The answer to that is maybe, maybe not. It probably is. It's definitely not hurting, but he was getting leads. And then right here, I checked it out, and this is July 3rd. So starting from May, that's about when we started doing the work, to July 3rd. He's number 2 in Google for We Buy Houses CT and some other things. And it's really, really cool, guys. I'm going to show you guys exactly what we did to his website with this big tweak. And here's another one. Justin Tiano emails say, hey, thought I'd send you guys a quick pick of the Google results. Any tips I can show up for more keywords and higher results? So guys, I'm going to show you the answer that I gave him on how to show up for more keywords and higher and raise the results. Okay, and here's a screenshot of the result there. His, at this time anyway, it was about number 4, number 5. It's at quickhomeoffers.com for a huge keyword, for the keyword term quick home offers, which is, you can see there's 448 million competing results. He's number 6 on page 1 just from this tweak. So before I dive in and show you guys how to tweak this on your own websites, and like I said, it's a simple tweak. What is SEO in simple terms? Because some people you might not know what search engine optimization is or what it means. And really, SEO can be a huge thing. SEO can be this massive, daunting thing if you let it be. Okay, but also the way that I work, I like to simplify things. I like to make things as simple as possible. And what SEO is by essentially by giving Google and other search engines what they want, Google will reward you with higher rankings, okay? And Google gives you the tools to find out exactly what you need to do to get the traffic that'll turn into customers for you. And it's really not rocket science. So if I reverse this here, guys, all we're saying is Google is looking to reward websites that are good websites, and there's certain things that we can do to get our website to go higher in the search results. And of course, the higher in the search results we are, the more people are going to find our website. The more people who find your website, the more leads you're going to get. The more leads you get, the more deals and of course, profits and the whole thing. Okay, so there's a bunch of search engine optimization factors, and this is a whole nother call. But I'm not going to go into most of this stuff, but these all affect your SEO rankings. And I don't expect you to know this, guys, okay? I just want you to know that there's some quick, simple tweaks you can make on your own websites to get your websites to rank higher, and you don't have to be an SEO genius or guru to do it, okay? First, there's what's called URL factors. So is your website search engine friendly? Is it structured to be search engine friendly? That kind of stuff, okay? Another one is on-page factors, and that's the part that this tweak is going to lie into. The on-page factors could be your content, your title tag, like I'm going to show you here, how you actually put your keywords on there, all kinds of stuff. And then there's other things like off-page factors. And if this is kind of going over your head, don't worry about it. Okay, you don't have to remember this, because what I'm going to show you here in a second is one of the biggest tweaks you could possibly make. So then off-page factors, things that help your website go higher in the search results. If you can get websites, other websites to link to you, awesome. If you submit your website to directories or stuff like that, or do press releases, that helps. And then, believe it or not, guys, people ask all the time, hey, should I put social media on my site? Google is more and more looking at social media triggers and social media signals to rank people's websites well. So if there's two websites that are side by side and they both are exactly the same according to Google, and one has 100 Facebook likes and some Google Plus likes on it, and the other one doesn't have any, Google's going to rank that one higher. So here's the quick thing you guys can do. Okay, so we've done the research and we've done some really cool stuff. We've done the research, and here's just one screenshot of some motivated seller type keywords. Okay, so here's some keywords here that people are actually typing in every single month, and I'm going to take these keywords, guys. I'm going to take one of these keywords. I'm going to show you the process right now, and I'm going to show you how to update this one tweak on your website to immediately make a change. Because like I said, the biggest reason most people aren't ranking well in Google is because number one, they're not picking the right keywords, and number two, they're not changing their title tag. And I'll show you guys what a title tag is here in a second. It'll make complete sense. Okay, so believe it or not, these are some terms that people are typing in. We buy houses. You can see 27,000 monthly searches. And over in the right-hand column, you can see 22,000 local monthly searches. And what that means is the local monthly searches is whenever someone puts a city or a location near that keyword. So we buy houses in Phoenix. We buy houses Phoenix. Phoenix, we buy houses. Okay, that is a local monthly search. So you can see out of those 27,000 monthly searches, 22,000 of those has a city or a state on either side of that keyword. Okay, so my suggestion is write down a few of these ones. You can see the ones that get a lot of searches. So sell my house fast in Phoenix. Sell my house fast. Stop foreclosure in Phoenix. Okay, stop foreclosure fast. We buy houses in Phoenix. Those are some great keywords that you can do. Okay, so what I'm going to do before I show you that tip right there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop online. I'm going to show you guys where to update this. Okay, so let me actually 1 second here. Need to log in real quick. Give me a sec, guys. Take 10 seconds here. Okay. Okay, so I'm logging into my account here, and it's going to take me into the back end of my website. I'm just going to hop into my Klamath Falls Apartments one that I was in before. So if you are familiar with WordPress, our system was built off of WordPress. It's an insanely customized version of it. We have all kinds of custom stuff in here. But if you're using WordPress, guys, what I'm going to show you is what you can do in your own site. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go to my page. Okay, and this particular website, this Klamath Falls Apartments one, I did my keyword research. And people who are looking for apartments in Klamath Falls, of course, the best keyword that I found, it gets about 600 searches a month, was Klamath Falls Apartments. Okay, so that's what I need to make my title tag as. A lot of people make their title tag just the name of their company, which it just doesn't work. That's why you're not ranking well. Okay, so I'm going to go into my homepage here, and I'm going to open up our Carrot SEO Grader, and there's some things that you can do inside of your WordPress site. Or guys, if you don't know how to do this, hire your web guy, pay him whatever it would be, the 50, 60 or a couple $100 or whatever it is to update these for you. Or a lot of website systems don't let you do this. But I'm here inside of our OnCarrot SEO, and you can see for this particular website, and once again, this one's focused on apartments, but you can use your imagination. If you're wanting your website to focus on getting motivated sellers, you would do something similar. So let's say my focus keyword was this, Klamath Falls Apartments, okay? So inside of our system, if you're an Investor Carrot member, this is the way that you do it. You start typing in your focus keyword area. Our system's grabbing the results right out of Google, so we pipe right into Google, and Google's telling us what people are typing in right now in Google. Okay, so you can see it's suggesting me Klamath Falls Apartments rent near OIT. So these are all keyword terms that I can really focus on if I wanted to. I'm just going to select this one, okay, and then this right here, guys, is the tweak. Go down, if you're an Investor Carrot member, go down here to SEO title and paste your keyword there. Okay, so you can see I've already done it on this particular page. That's why it's ranked on the first page in Google for it. So I'm just going to go to Klamath Falls Apartments. I'm Googling that. You can see some people are paying for ads up here, and they're probably paying $3 to $5 a click. Then you can scroll down here, and here's my website right there in the middle of page one, and I haven't done anything except for what I'm going to show you guys. I haven't driven any links. I haven't done anything like that, and this gets 3 to 5 new tenant leads every single week. Okay, so I put my keyword right at the start of my title tag. And once again, if you're not using Investor Carrot, there's different ways that you can do this in WordPress. I think you can go to your settings tab go to general. Okay, go to general, and then you can put in your keyword right there at the start. The big drawback there is that's going to put it on every single one of your pages as the keyword. With our Investor Carrot system, of course, you can customize your title tag for every page, so each page can be ranking for a different term. And then a really cool tip here, guys, is take a secondary keyword. Okay, so do your keyword research through the Google Keyword tool. If you know how to do that, or Investor Carrot members can come here and let our system tell you a secondary keyword. So let's grab this one, like Klamath Falls Apartments near OIT. Okay, put that secondary right there. So you can see I put it in there, Klamath. Okay, near OIT. And then I put my company name. That's it, guys. And then just down here in your description, put it there, your keyword right there as well, Klamath Falls Apartments, done deal. Click save, and you're done. Okay, that's all you need to do for that tweak, guys. Huge, huge, huge result. Like I said, if you already have a website and you have a web guy who's working on it with you, email him this. Say, hey, take some of those keywords that I just gave you over here. Okay, take some of these keywords. The We Buy Houses one, if you're looking to generate motivated seller leads, and let's say you're in Milwaukee, optimize your homepage for We Buy Houses Milwaukee, okay? Or Sell My House Fast Milwaukee, okay? Send that to your web guy and say, make the title tag for my homepage, Sell My House Fast Milwaukee dash We Buy Houses Milwaukee, okay? And that right there, guys, will be huge, huge, huge for your search results. That alone can jump you 3 or 4 pages in Google if you need to. So this is going to be for more advanced people, guys. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but to really ramp up your SEO traffic, and we've got a training in our Investor Carrot member on this that I did that really walks you through how to do the step-by-step. And to really ramp up your SEO traffic, do what the big boys do. Do what Zillow, Trulia.com, LoopNet, do what those guys do and create pages for each keyword. So it might sound kind of complicated, but essentially it's doing the same thing I just did. So let's say you invest in, actually, let me do this. Let me do this, guys. I'm just going to go right here. I'm going to do investment properties in Portland. Looks like I spelled it wrong. So I come down here, what is number one in Google for investment properties in Portland? It's LoopNet.com. And you scroll down here, and I'm sure there's going to be some other ones that are big ones. You can see Trulia.com down there. So these big national websites, for some reason, are just dominating search results. If you do the same thing, in Phoenix, I mean, you can insert almost any city in the country, guys, and you'll see what I'm talking about. LoopNet's there again. We're probably going to find Trulia again here somewhere, probably on page 2. The way that they're ranking, guys, is this is a big mistake, and this originally wasn't going to be part of this call, but it's a massive tip for those of you who are kind of SEO nerds and who really want to generate a lot of traffic. The biggest mistake people can make with SEO for their websites, for real estate, is they try to focus all of their efforts on getting their homepage ranked. Okay, they say, okay, I'm going to optimize my homepage for this city, and that's all I'm going to do. And if you invest in multiple cities, let's say you invest in, I'm just going to go with some Oregon cities. Let's say you invest in Portland, and you also buy homes in Eugene, but you also buy homes in Corvallis. You should pick one of those cities to optimize your homepage for. So let's say you optimize your homepage for Portland because that's your biggest market. Then go in your website and create pages that are geared for those other keywords. Okay, so maybe the other one's going to be We Buy Houses Eugene. Okay, and then go down, if you're an Investor Carrot member, go down here and make that your keyword. Okay, and do exactly what I was mentioning before. So you can see our system is giving you right here, We Buy Houses Eugene, Oregon. So that's a keyword term that people are typing in Google that Google's telling us. Put these in here, type up something there, and you can see our system right there, all you Investor Carrot members. It's telling you whether you optimize it or not. And then you can go up to here and click Page Analysis. And let me actually go back to my previous page to show you this page analysis thing. Right here, so you're going to create a page on each one of those cities, so maybe 3 pages, and then you'll do your page analysis, and the system will walk you through exactly what you need to do on that page to get it to rank well. Okay, so it'll say, I already optimized this page, of course, but there will be a bunch of red stuff and orange stuff, and your goal is to get things from red to orange to green, and it'll be very specific. It'll say your image. You need to put a link in your website pointing to another page in your site. So you go up here and put a link pointing to another page. You click save. You come down. You go, okay. Now it's saying that I need to put my keyword in the first thing in my website. So you can see here, that's what I did. I did exactly what our system said to do. I put my keyword right there. And all I did, guys, I spent about 15 minutes going through this page analysis, it telling me exactly what to do, clicked update, and it worked. So I would do that. If you're really wanting to ramp up your SEO results, I would do that for each city that you invest in. So let's go ahead and bounce on, guys, because we need to hit these tweaks hard. So tweak number 3 is a two-step opt-in process adds a 20 to 30% lift in conversions, okay? And what I mean by this is, and let me just show this to you. Okay, so what I mean by the two-step opt-in process, let me get out of some of this stuff here. Okay, so here is a great example, guys, of a website that I'm sure this isn't working as well as it should be. I did a random search in Birmingham, Alabama, found this site on page 1, and they're showing up, which is cool. But then you land here, so someone lands on the home page. Number one, there's a lot of things wrong with this website. There's no opt-in form right there. But then let's say someone actually has to click this form to submit their details. They go over here and then they're hit with this big, huge, long form. Okay, you can see, let's count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 fields, and almost all of them they're requiring the motivated seller to put in information. Okay, they're putting, is it vacant? Why are you selling? Bathrooms, bedrooms, property address. Some people even make you put in square footage. Some people are making you ask for all kinds of stuff, and it's kind of crazy because what we found in our testing, and we've had other tests from other people verify this, is the more things you ask for in your forms, the lower your conversion rate's going to be. So your leads are going to be lower, okay? But on the other end, if you only ask for, let's say, email address and name, yeah, you're going to get a lot of leads, but they're not going to be qualified, right? So you're going to get a lot of leads, but they're not going to be very qualified. You're going to be working with a lot of tire kickers. These people who put in all this information are going to be insanely qualified. So what we've done in our testing, we have essentially put together what we call a two-step opt-in process, okay? And a two-step opt-in process works like this. So you can build the same thing on your own websites, guys. So here is a motivated seller website. It's from a client down in Alabama and Birmingham, actually. Brand new within the last month, so it's just one that was at the top of my mind. I thought I'd bring it up. So a motivated seller comes here, and there's some very, very clear things. Of course, right away we're getting them to put in their information, and you can see the amount of information we're having them fill out on this form, guys, is not very much. We're talking 3 fields, only 2 of them are required. So we're going to be getting the most amount of leads possible on the front end with this form. So they just put in their property address, put in their phone if they want to, in their email, and they click continue, okay? And then what happens next, I'm not going to opt into his form. I just happen to remember the next page. What happens next after they put in that information, now here's what I mean by the two-step opt-in process. So now it says step 2 of 2, help us with a few more bits of information. Excellent, excellent. Now we're a few more questions to help us learn more about the property. And then prepare them. Hey, it'll only take 5 minutes. We can get you an offer more quickly and more accurately. And then it has a little thing here, of course, it says, if you'd rather, you can give us a call. But here's the important thing, guys. So we just got the most amount of leads up front because we're not asking for very much information on the front end. But then back here, we want to get the best of both worlds and get more leads in the front end and more qualified leads in the back end. So now here is where we're asking for more information, okay? And if I would have filled out that form and clicked submit, it would have automatically populated the information I already filled out. It would have my address there, my email and phone, okay, but I didn't fill it out. But then the person comes here and puts in all the information, and bedrooms, bathrooms, garage. This stuff is not required. Well, I only require the very essential stuff because you don't want a motivated seller to get stuck on the year the house was built if you're requiring that, okay? And then you can see all kinds of stuff, okay? What we're seeing, guys, it's pretty cool here. Looks like I need to log into, let's see. 1 second here. Let me log into this one really quick if it'll let me. Because what I'm going to show you here, guys, really quick is if it'll let me log in. Let's see. It might not. Okay, so I just now logged into the back end of this website, okay, for this customer. So you can see he's been here, like I said, right around a month, not very long at all, and he's already got some leads. So this right here is that form. These 4 seller leads. And I'm just going to do this really quick, guys, so I don't have people nabbing these leads. But you can see there's 4 leads there, and they're from October 24th, the 6th, the 6th, the 9th. So he's got leads coming in, and these are all people looking to sell their house. So 4 people have submitted that since he started marketing his website. And you can see down here, step 2, all 4 of those people have also filled out that longer form. Okay, so every one of those 4 people, you can see November 6th, 7th, like these are very recent leads, guys. And you can see there's all the information, square footage she put, I don't know. So if we made that required field, then the person would never have been able to come. So this stuff is built into Investor Carrot. Investor Carrot members, you don't have to worry about putting this tweak in. It's already built into your websites. But for people who aren't using Investor Carrot, hit up your web guy and have him make the change that I just mentioned. Have him put him or her put a very short form on the front end. Okay, very short form on the front end. Ideally, if it's a motivated seller, maybe just property, address, phone, and email, maybe a couple of other bits of information. Then on the back end, like I said, on the second page, then ask for all the information. Okay, and we're seeing, at least for this customer, 100% of all those people have put in all that information. So if we would have asked for all that information on the front end, maybe that would have scared away 3. So we would have only had 1 lead total. Now we've got 3 leads because we took them on this, what we call a yes ladder. It's kind of like marketing speak of anytime you can get someone to say yes to a small thing. So if they can put in just a few bits of information, they're more likely to put in more on the next page. So get them to do that, guys. I'm going to check questions really quick because I know there's a ton of stuff in here. And hopefully, guys, this call might last a little bit longer than 90 minutes because I have taken a little bit more time on here. No, so Robert's asking, are we working with Preston Ely's? No, I'm not. And yeah, guys, I'm hitting up these questions as we go. Okay, Sandy. So great. Sandy was asking, what is SEO? And I described it a little bit ago, and hopefully you're clear on that. If you guys aren't clear on what search engine optimization is, just let me know and I can go over it again. Okay. Cool, guys. Let's see. Questions. Yeah. So Kurt's saying the 2-step is a freaking awesome strategy. Hook them and then reel them in, and it works great, guys. You can see right there, real leads in the last 2 weeks. All 4 of them have put in the information on the back end, but hardly we would have got a third of those leads, if that, if we would have been asking for all that information. Actually, before I bounce out, let me bounce back over here and let me show you another page. So here's one that we're working on. We're releasing here shortly. It's based on one we've been testing. So here's another example of it. Okay, so right here we've got a phone number, and then now we're putting the longer form here, and you can see all we're asking is name, email, phone. Phone's not required, and then address, city, and zip code. And this has been working great in the testing that we've done with the investor that we've been working with. So that's another way to do it. It doesn't have to be just property, address, phone and email. You can ask for more information, but I definitely would not ask for more than this. Don't ask for square footage. Don't ask for how long they've lived in it. Just get the basic information on the front, send them to a longer form in the back. And like I said, guys, Investor Carrot members, that's all built into your Investor Carrot system. Okay, the day that you set up your motivated seller site like this, it's built in there. You don't have to touch anything, so that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and bounce back here. So tweak number 4, guys, localize your squeeze pages, match the medium and the specific location. And what I mean here is it's really simple, and I'm just gonna show you this by doing it. Okay, so what I mean here, guys, is, let me get out of this right here. So here's a website. Okay, it's property out of Chicago, company out of Chicago. Once again, the Done Right guy. So I'm just on his site because I was thinking about his the other day, and I'm going to go up here to properties for sale, and it's going to take me to this lead page. And this lead page is on Investor Carrot. It's built into Investor Carrot. We've got some crazy cool lead pages, a really cool lead page engine over there. So you can set up squeeze pages really quick and on the fly. And one thing that people ask, and this kind of goes along with the keyword thing I mentioned before. If you're marketing in different cities, let's say you do business in Portland, Eugene, and Corvallis, like I mentioned before. And let's say you're doing Craigslist marketing, okay? Because Craigslist does work really well to build a cash buyer list. The mistake a lot of people are making is a lot of people are going to Craigslist and they're posting the same ad, driving people to the same page, to each city that they invest in. And there's a mental disconnect there, guys. If I'm in Corvallis, I want to land on a page that says I'm looking for Corvallis fixer-uppers. Okay, I don't want to see a page that's generic and just says opt in to get Oregon fixer-uppers or opt in to get fixer-uppers. So what I would suggest is make your pages local. And what I mean by that, once again, guys, is you need to create your pages so if you're investing in multiple markets, set up a squeeze page for each one of those markets. It can be the same information, okay, and it can be really simple to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and hop into this website really fast. If it's going to let me in, should, since I'm logged in. So I'm going to hop into this website really fast. I'm going to go to the lead page engine right here in Investor Carrot, and you can see there's some leads that have popped in there. So let's say we wanted to create a new lead page. Okay, let's say we wanted to let's go to this one right here, this rental properties one. Okay, and let's see, we've got this this handyman properties one. And Investor Carrot members, this is a feature we literally just rolled out like 2 days ago, is this duplicate link. So all of you on here who are Investor Carrot members, we've made this easier for you. Those of you who aren't, all you got to do is hit up your web guy and say, hey, can you take this lead page, this squeeze page that you have, and can you just change the city name in it and then send that to me? And then that way you have different squeeze pages for different cities. But let's say once again that we've got this handyman properties page and it's for Chicago, and we want to make one for what's another Illinois city? Chicago's the only one I can think of. Let's just say Eugene for ease of illustration. Okay, so come down here to your handyman properties page, click duplicate. It's going to duplicate that page. Okay, and then all we've got to do is, this is our handyman properties 2 page. We can come in here and edit this and say Eugene. Click OK. So I just changed the link there. And now I'm just going to go in here and put Eugene in there. Okay, Eugene fixer-uppers. And then put Eugene everywhere in there. And I click publish. Okay, guys, as easy as that. Done deal. So that is a really great way to increase your conversion as you go. If you're doing Craigslist ads, make sure that the page that you're driving people to is specific to that area. Or for instance, when we're doing Craigslist ads, our Craigslist ad will say, see our fixer-upper properties in Chicago. Okay, then our squeeze page, our lead page should talk about fixer-upper properties. Don't send them to just like a generic investment properties page. Okay, then if in another squeeze page you say turnkey rental properties, send them to a squeeze page that says access our high ROI Chicago turnkey rental properties. Okay, and like I said, the big thing is, guys, all we're doing is changing a few words. Okay, all you got to do is change in that. I could change this right here to okay, turnkey rental properties. Click update, and then now I've got a turnkey rental properties for Eugene squeeze page. Took a matter of seconds. Okay, and then of course you can come down here. Really cool stuff in this lead page engine. You could select different forms or put in your own opt-in form code, or heck, I could make this a video squeeze page if I wanted to really quickly. But that's how you really increase your conversions with your squeeze page, by localizing them and match the medium to the specific location. So I'll say one last thing here, then we're going to fly through the rest of the tweaks. One last thing on this to really increase your conversions is when people are on Craigslist, people are in a different mindset than when people are, let's say, on Google searching something. And when people are on Google searching something, they're in a totally different mindset than when they're on Facebook, right? So if you have a Facebook squeeze page, like for instance, let me just go here, right here. So this one right here, Oscorp Investments, it's a member of ours. With our system, you can we set up some Facebook tabs that drive to squeeze pages after that. So when someone's on Facebook, and let's say they land here, or you drive them to an ad of yours, they're kind of in the social mindset. So you should your squeeze page should maybe say, hey, Facebook friends, are you looking to maybe invest in real estate? Learn about it here. Okay, if you're marketing from Craigslist, people who are on Craigslist are looking to get a deal. That's why people go to Craigslist. They go there to get a deal. So that's when really the fixer-uppers works great, the handyman property type thing. Talk about how crazy the discount is. That's what's going to work on Craigslist. Okay, on Google, people are searching something, they just want to get that. Okay, they want to get whatever they're searching for. So you might need to create some different squeeze pages based on the marketing that you're doing. For example, I talked with an investor out of Birmingham, Alabama. Actually, that's actually the guy whose site I was using as an example today, right before our call, and he's using really, really well newspaper ads, which is crazy to me. That's the first that I've heard that is working well to generate motivated seller leads. Okay, and what we're working on him is to drive people to a specific lead page that mentions the newspaper ad. Hey, you know, you come in, yeah, I'm assuming you saw this newspaper ad. Well, we'll help you and buy your home. And the key with all this, guys, the key with all this is making sure that you have something where you can set up squeeze pages fast and edit them easy without having to hit up a web guy, because that's a big thing. You don't want to have to email your web guy and pay him $50 every time you need a squeeze page set up. So find a system that's easy, that's simple, and we're actually revamping our lead page engine right now. We're making it really, really cool. So all you Investor Carrot members who see this here in about a week, it's all going to be visual. You can see different squeeze page templates, quick and launch it within seconds. It's going to be pretty cool. So I'm just going to delete these out of here really fast just to get them out of there. And we're good to go. So let's hop on to the next. Actually, guys, before we hop on to the next one, yeah, Robert, totally true. And that's the email that we sent out to our REI brain list yesterday, actually. Great point. So Robert says, it's my understanding that you can no longer drive traffic with a link to your website when using Craigslist. Is this true? The answer is yeah. In a lot of markets, not all of them, but a lot of markets, just in the last 10 days, Craigslist made it to where you can't put a hyperlink in there. And a big thing too, guys, is like if you use a website service like Postlets or VFlyer to make your property listings, those will no longer work very well on Craigslist. Okay, they no longer work like they're supposed to. So it's really important that you guys really put some good solid listings, property listings on your own websites. But you can. Craigslist is still working because we've driven leads this week with Craigslist. We've just had to kind of tweak the model a little bit. And here with our lead page engine revamp, we're going to be putting a Craigslist ad creator, a generator, where if you want to create a Craigslist ad for this lead page, click a link. It's going to create that ad for you based on what we found is working. Then you can go and put that in your Craigslist ad. And we're going to do the same thing with a Facebook tab. So if you want to make this squeeze page a Facebook tab, then you can do that within a click of a mouse. That'll be about a month out. The Craigslist one will be about a month out too. But there are ways around it, and Craigslist is still working. You just got to do it a little bit differently. Okay. And like I said, so mentioning the whole VFlyer thing, let me show you something really quick. Let's see. I just want to check out something really, really fast. I'm not sure if this is his website where he's listing properties. One second. Okay. So one thing you guys are gonna want to do in the wake of this Craigslist thing is now more than ever, you guys want to be creating your own property listings on your own website, okay? And you want to make them look good and stuff, because now VFlyer and Postlets once again aren't very good for creating listings on Craigslist. So now if you have a property to sell, still list them on Craigslist. Craigslist is an insanely great tool to build a cash buyer list and get buyers. But then drive them to your own website. Okay, drive them to your own website. So this one right here is on Investor Carrot. You can see this one's got 109 Facebook likes. I just gave him a free 110. So on this one property, and he came in here, you put the information, and it's just like a quick little wizard, all you Investor Carrot members, that you can put your properties in here. And if Google has a Google map for it, it'll come up with a map. Some of these addresses in some weird towns, it doesn't have it. Let me bounce back to one of his other ones. So we're just grabbing that data out of Google. Let me see if this one right here has a Google map or a street view. So he's got a video on this one. So you can see right there, a Google map. You can make it a satellite so that the cash buyer can really zoom in and look and see this property that you're trying to sell. Okay, they can really zoom in and see that thing. Or street view right there. You click a mouse, the cash buyer clicks a mouse, and they can see the property right there in street view. They can look across the street. They can see what the neighborhood's like. Okay, so that more than ever now is hugely important, guys, that you're going to need to be driving people to your own property listings, not from not to your Postlets or VFlyer. Okay, since Craigslist isn't making that work very well anymore. So let's go ahead and bounce to the next one. So the next one, guys, tweak number 5 is stop blowing it with your thank you pages. Okay, a lot of you guys, so you work so darn hard, and I'm going to show you this website. Don't do this. Okay, I'm going to take you to this website here in a second. But you work so hard to get someone to your website. Okay, you put in the work. Someone lands in your website. You know, it's like to me. Here's the analogy. It's like driving across America, but forgetting to fuel up the last 100 miles of that trip to close it out. You know, among hundreds of thousands of other websites, this motivated seller, or this cash buyer, this private lender, they landed on your website, okay? Out of hundreds of thousands of other websites. So they landed on yours. That right there is almost the grace of God. Awesome. Hopefully you did that SEO tweak that I showed you before. And by the way, guys, that SEO tweak that I showed you for Investor Carrot websites, when you create a motivated seller site or cash buyer site or whatever, that SEO tweak is already done for you on your homepage. We've already optimized your homepage with the title tag for We Buy Houses and then your city, Sell House Fast, your city, investment properties in your city. So I just want to get that out of my mind. So you Investor Carrot members, sleep tight. That's already done on your websites. And then from there, you can go and create and optimize your title tags for your other pages if you want when you're creating blog posts and stuff. But so let's say someone found you in the search result. You ranked number 5 in Google for We Buy Houses Connecticut. They found your site and then they opted in. Okay, they trusted you enough to be one of like the 10% of people who actually land on your website who enter their email address. So let's assume 10% of people who land on your site will opt in, and that's a pretty decently accurate number. They're one of the 10%. If you send them to a generic kind of "we'll get back to you" thank you page, it's going to kill the conversation in their mind immediately. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to go back here. Let's go ahead and bounce out of this. I'm going to go to this website, guys. I'm going to show you this because this is an example of what not to do. Okay, so here's this website, and I just randomly found this one, guys. I found this one when I was putting a presentation together a while ago. WeBuyHousesAustin.net. I'm sure he's a great dude. I'm sure he does deals and stuff. But I come here, and he's got a good form, so that's not too long. That's cool. He's asking for square footage, which I don't understand why. So if I were him to increase conversions, I would take out property square footage. And also, guys, a quick tip. He's asking, how much do you owe? So in the mindset of a motivated seller, they probably don't have their loan documents in front of them. Right? So if there's anything that's stopping them from putting in their information into this form, like this question, how much do you owe, and they don't know the question of it, they're just going to leave. And they're going to go to someone else's site, like these ones I showed you before, like this one, who's not asking for a lot of information to get that initial lead. So once again, Investor Carrot members, that's built into your system. You don't have to do anything. It's already there. But other people, make sure you're not asking these kind of questions on your forms, okay? So I'm just going to put in some information here, and I apologize to this guy about about what I'm going to do here, but I'm going to give him a bogus lead here, okay? Just to show you an example of what a well-intentioned but not very effective thank you page looks like, and yours might look exactly like this, okay? So I'm going to click send, and look, he's got the free report there and all that kind of stuff. So right here, you're initially hit with this page that says thank you. Thank you. And this right here, he nailed it. So if you guys aren't doing this, just like we did on our page, where it says thank you, if you want to talk to someone now, call us. That needs to be on your thank you pages. That's already built into your Investor Carrot websites with your phone number from the day you create it. Call now to speak to someone. So that's awesome. Now down here he's saying, thank you for requesting your cash offer. He's giving you a free report, which is kind of cool, but they don't want a free report, honestly. They just want you to offer them. So they're not building any credibility here. You know, they're not continuing the conversation in that prospect's mind. So if I'm a motivated seller, I submitted that information. I want to be reassured that I just contacted the right person, okay? I want to be even potentially be able to share that with someone. Or if, let's say I just opted into someone's cash buyer list, and most people's cash buyer thank you pages are very similar. Thank you, we'll email you the thing right away, right? What you need to be doing is give the people an opportunity to share your website, okay? So don't do that. I'm just going to launch this again, and I'm going to show you guys what to do. So don't do that. So 2 things that I like to do on the thank you pages. So here's this quick tweak, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it on your own websites here in a second. So number 1 is use your thank you page to build more credibility. okay? And number two is let people share your page, make it viral. If someone opts into your cash buyer page, they're looking to get some fixer-upper properties in Chicago, let them hit the Facebook share button to then share that page with their friends on Facebook, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how to do this on your own website. So number one, this right here is probably a 6 out of 10. They are stopping their prospect cold in their tracks on this thank you page, and they're relying on the prospect. They're hoping that the prospect does not go back to Google, find another seller who calls them back sooner or whatever. Okay, so what we want to do is this. All right, guys, I'm going to bounce back here. So here is a member of ours, Adrian Nez. If you go, a cool thing, if you go to We Buy Houses Morgantown, this is the city that he invests in. You can see all these people paying for all kinds of stuff up here. This right here is his YouTube video. He actually has one of our premium trainings that showed him how to get this here. This is his YouTube video. This is his YouTube video. And then down here, here's his actual website. Okay, and he hasn't done any search engine optimization for this page. It's just by default the SEO that came with his Investor Carrot website. So he's starting to get traffic, starting to get leads, starting to do deals. Okay, so someone comes to his website, they opt in. They go to this two-step opt-in page. So you can see it's very similar to the one we had before. So asking the same questions. But what he's done, and this is definitely going to help increase conversions, is he's put a video testimonial here. So it says, before you provide us with more information below, check out how we helped this homeowner who needed to sell their house fast. So if I'm a motivated seller, and I just gave you my information, the thing that's going through my mind is, man, I hope these people are credible. I hope they're not scammers like the news tells me to watch out for. And then, oh, well, that's cool. So I gave him my information. Now I hit this video, and I can watch this video. And
we were interested in selling our house, and we wanted to do it quick. Didn't want to go through a realtor, and be told that we had to do all 100,000 improvements to our home. So we went online and we typed in our information. They got back to us next day, and they came out same day, and they were very nice and polite and explained everything. Went over the paperwork with us several times. We've never sold a house before. It was our first home we owned. So within 10 business days, we were closing the deal and signing the paperwork and had the check in hand. Thank you, A&S Investments.
So I talked to Adrian a few weeks ago, guys. And I told him, I said, dude, what the heck is that guy saying at the end? It sounds like he's saying diddly. I don't know what he's saying. And apparently the guy said Disneyland. So the guy was using that cash that he just sold his property. He's going to Disneyland with it. So it was just kind of funny. So anyway, can you imagine if you're a motivated seller and you just opted into that guy's site I just showed you, and then you bounce back to the internet and you opt into this guy's website, this Investor Carrot member site. And there's this video that's another seller just like you who's going through the similar situation, who he had a great experience with this guy. Okay, that right there is going to give you an edge over your competition. That right there is going to build that credibility for you right there on the thank you page. Okay, so the next part is let's say, actually let's go ahead and do it. Let me see if there's another one of these. Okay. Let's do this, okay? So I'm going back to this. So I'm going back to this cheap Windy City home. So I guess number one, guys, to wrap this up, if you have a testimonial, it doesn't have to be a video. If you have a testimonial, put a testimonial on your thank you page after someone opts in as a motivated seller or cash buyer, okay? If you have a video, even better, slap it right there. Investor Carrot members, you can just slap it right there and it'll look really great on your page. Okay, so I'm going to bounce back here and look in this one right here. So let's say I fill out my information on a cash buyer site, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you guys this example to apply for your cash buyer sites, okay? If you have a testimonial or video testimonial for your thank you page there, awesome, put it there. But we're doing the same thing, the same two-step opt-in process, guys, on cash buyer sites. So let's say I fill out the information. I'm asking for very little information: name, what kind of buyer are you, investor, place to live in, email, show me the deals. Then I think this is the right page. Let me see. Okay, cool. So I opt in, and now I'm hit with this page. Okay, so preferred buyers. And it's very similar to the motivated seller one I showed you guys before. Step two, complete your buyer profile. Excellent. We'll be sending you an email the next day or two to connect with you, blah, blah, blah. And then there's this longer buyer thing. And one thing, I don't have time to show it in this webinar, but guys, we have built in a lot of stuff into this system in Investor Carrot that's getting people to raise their hands as private lenders when you're building your cash buyer list. I'm going to talk about this a little bit here later, but there's this one section right here that alone, it's about 10 to 15% of the cash buyers, according to the Investor Care members I've talked to, that they're getting are clicking these two buttons based on the words that are in there that are getting them to say, yeah, I want to lend you money. Okay, so if you're not using your cash buyer website to get private lenders, you should be. Investor Care members, that's already built into your system. Once again, these are already in there, already done for you. So the second step is on that thank you page, give people a chance to share it. Okay, it's really cool. So if I land on this and I click share, okay, and it brings up, it's like a Facebook share button. It brings up this thing saying, cheap investment properties in Chicago. Let's say I'm in Chicago and I've got 400 Facebook friends, okay, and I just opted into your Chicago investment property list. And I thought, this is a cool resource. I'm just going to click this and share it. For every person who does that and they click share, all of their Facebook friends are going to see this share on their timeline. Okay, I'm just going to do this really quick. Okay, so click share. So that right there just posted that on my own Facebook timeline. So all of my own friends right now are going to see that. Okay, so what's happening is as they see it, they're interested. Man, that does look cool. I'm maybe interested in buying some properties in Chicago. They're going to go here, opt in, and Investor Care members. So people who are not Investor Care members, just have your web guy do that, or you can actually go to Google and type up Facebook share button code. And Facebook will give you some code to put on your websites, okay? But if you're an Investor Carrot member, I'm just going to show you. It's going to go here, and I'm just going to go to the contact page really quick, okay? And I'm just going to show you how to do it as an Investor Carrot member. There's all kinds of quick, cool stuff you can do. So let's say I want to put a share button right here. Okay, I click this. I click the little fancy magical carrot button. I go down here to social media buttons. There's all kinds of other stuff that we can do here. But I'm going to go to social media buttons, and let's say I want to add that share on Facebook button. But we can do a Google Plus share button, a Pinterest, Twitter, follow me on Twitter, tweet me button. We're just going to do this share on Facebook. Click that, and now it's going to be right here. So URL to share. Let's do I'm just going to put a random URL, but you'd want to put the URL to your homepage. Okay, so I'm just going to put whatever.com, just anything, just to get this. What do I want to do? Button default. I just leave it as default. And float, I'm going to make it stay on the left side of that page. Okay, so right there, I put it in. Click update. I'm going to go back and view this page. So I didn't have to email my web dude. I didn't have to Google anything and say, hey, how do I put this Facebook share button in there? Within a matter of seconds, now I've got this Facebook share button to where people can, on my thank you pages, click it and share the page that was up there. Of course, I didn't put any real URL, so that's why it's not working. But that's how you guys do it in Investor Carrot. Get your thank you pages working for you, okay? When someone opts in, that's when they're the hottest. So hit them with a testimonial to reaffirm to them that is a great decision that they just made. And especially on your cash buyer websites, put a Facebook share button or tweet button there. It doesn't hurt, okay? If only one person out of 100 clicks share and they have 400 friends on Facebook and 5 of those friends see it and 2 of them opt in, you just got 2 new cash buyers just for taking a 12-second step in your Investor Carrot site or on your main site, wherever you have your site set up, okay? So tweak number 6, guys. So we're actually doing pretty well on time. So we're at tweak number 6, and I'm going to go back to questions here in a second. But tweak number 6, guys, this is huge. Pay attention to mobile. Okay, make your site what's called responsive. And that word, I hate that word, but it's a word that some techies out there invented. But I'll tell you what responsive is here in a second. So we did some research, and we've done a lot of research using the website stats of our own websites and our customers. And according to this one on this website called Mashable, it's a really, really big news website, 17.4% of global web traffic comes through mobile. Okay, That's a huge number. So breaking it down in simpler terms, of course, about 17 or 18 out of every 100 visitors you get to your website is looking at your website on their phone or iPad. And if your website doesn't look good on a phone or iPad, you're essentially losing 17% of your traffic, okay? Because if it doesn't look good on your phone or iPad, you're losing that traffic. People are not going to stay on a page that doesn't look good. Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, I'm going to take you online. I'm going to show you this really cool free tool that you can use to actually test what your website looks like. So if you already have a website online, awesome, go here. And here's one that I grabbed, and it's kind of funny because this is a big company, guys. This company, We Buy Ugly Houses, you've probably heard of it. This is owned by a public company. I think they've got more money than sense, which is crazy, but if 17%, and we tested and it's over 20%, it's like 24% of all of our Investor Carrot members' traffic is coming from mobile. It's coming from cell phones or iPads. So that's a quarter of our members' traffic is coming from cell phones and iPads. This company right here, if I Google it, I need to sell my house, or I Google, investment properties in Phoenix or whatever, and I land on a site like this. So this is about what this would look like in iPhone. Okay, you can see right there, iPhone. So if I'm looking at this on an iPhone, I can't even see the whole website, and unless I do all that crazy, pinching and zooming and panning, you know the deal. So to even see the opt-in form on this page, I've got to like pinch and zoom and pan all the way over here, and then these fields are really small, and it's just really hard to type it in on my iPhone. And then I've got to like scroll down and scroll across. And you get the idea, guys. It's really hard to use. So they're getting 17 to 25% of everyone who lands in their website is bailing, and they're not getting a chance to do business with them just because their site's not optimized for mobile. Right here, over on this side, let me scroll over here. Let me see if I can make it over there. So this right here is a small tablet. For some reason, I can't make it over there to the iPad size, but you get the idea, guys. It looks terrible. Okay, on an iPad, there we go, iPad. So right here on an iPad, the people even still have to scroll around and pan back and forth and pinch and zoom, which does not work well. So here's a good example of making one that is mobile optimized. Okay, so I'm just going to grab, let me just grab my, my KlamathFallsApartments.net one. Okay, KlamathFallsApartments.net. I'm going to put it in here, and you're going to see here now. Let me see if I can move over on this page. Okay, iPhone. So what responsive is, guys, what mobile optimized is you want to make your website look good on any format. You want to make it look good on an iPhone. You want to make it look good on an iPad. You want to make it look good on a computer. So you can see here's the iPhone version of this website. And you can see the navigation bars kind of, it's broken down now, so that makes it easier. All someone has to do is tap this, and now they can navigate around my website. They don't have to pan back and forth, no pinching or zooming. They scroll down here, they see that the content is repositioned automatically. Our system automatically repositions it to get it to the point to where it looks good. And then down here you can see the opt-in box. Makes sense, it looks good, it's easy to use on an iPad, on an iPhone. And then all the rest of the content is optimized and shrunk down so it looks great. And you can see the same thing on an iPad. You can see how now on an iPad it looks a little bit different. On an iPad it's big enough to where now our system automatically recognizes, okay, it's on an iPad. The iPad has enough room to show the navigation, awesome, and it has enough room to put the opt-in boxes next to each other, right? So let me show you one more thing, guys, and I'm gonna do something else. So you can see this one right here, Truth Time Homes, sell my properties fast. What I would suggest you guys do is go to this mattkearsley.com/responsive, put in your website and see what it looks like. Okay, so this one right here, this is a really cool thing too, guys. Have your web guy do this. I'm gonna give you guys a really cool tip. Okay, have your web guy, if you have a web guy doing this, do this, or if you built your own website, dive in, learn the code on how to do this. I'm not a coder, so I can't tell you how to do this. But look at this website. This is an Investor Carrot members website, and same thing. You can see how it breaks it down. Automatically puts their phone number at the top. So first thing, someone who lands on his website through an Investor, our Investor Carrot websites, the phone number's right there. But I'm going to scroll down here and notice this. Okay, let's look at this website right here. So here's his main website, looking at it on a browser. Okay, you notice this little arrow. this little arrow, we've tested anytime you put things pointing toward your opt-in boxes like this, so people's eyes kind of naturally follow whatever is pointing there. So that there's this arrow here pointing there, and it really does help increase conversions, okay? But we thought about it, and we looked at all of our pages and our websites on an iPhone, and we noticed at first, we're like, well, shoot, that arrow, the arrow points to the right, and on the iPhone, of course, it doesn't make sense if it's pointing to the right of my phone, because that's not where the form is. So built into our Investor Carrot system, there's all kinds of stuff built in like this, guys. Built into our Investor Carrot system, our system is always thinking about, okay, what kind of device is pulling this up? Is it an iPhone, an iPad, a computer page? And number two, what on this page does not look good or does not make sense to an iPad or to an iPhone? And you can see here, guys, that arrow, it's not here. So our system automatically recognizes, okay, they're bringing it up on an iPhone. Eliminate the arrow. Do not make the arrow point to the right, because the form is actually below it on an iPhone. Okay, so our system's smart like that. We're recognizing, okay, where is the person coming from? What device? Let's remove all elements on this page that do not make sense for the device that they're on. And you can see back here, I'm on an iPad. Now the arrow's back. So it's really, really cool. I want to do one thing real quick, guys. Let me do this. Okay, cool. So Chris Carr, our lead technician here at Carrot, he let me know here. He said we're up to 28.8% of our users' traffic is all mobile now. So for the past 30 days, looking at our users' stats, about 16,000 visits or so, I'm guessing. Almost 30%, guys, almost 1/3 of the traffic is mobile. So I'm showing you some really cool stuff. So what I want to do, guys, is if a few people can shoot through really quick, shoot through your domain name. I'm gonna run it. I'm just gonna test it so you guys can see it. Okay. Keyshawn, was that seriously your site that I showed before? Oh, that's funny. Keyshawn is saying, "Hey, that's my site." I'm assuming he's talking about one of the ones I showed before as an example of not. So Chris is saying 23,000 visits to our customer sites in the last 30 days. And that's mostly from SEO. So here's some right here. So Nick, Sell Your House Fast 247, awesome domain name, man. Let's see what yours looks like on iPhone, iPad. Let's see if Nick passed the test, guys. Are you look, Nick? Let's see. I can't tell yet. Let's see. Nick, you're making the cardinal sin, man. You're losing a third of your traffic right there. So that's a great guy. I mean, this alone, Nick, this alone for all of you guys who didn't realize this alone is going to be huge for you. That 30% of Nick's traffic right now is coming from mobile, and he's probably losing that traffic because the website isn't easy to use on a phone. So you can see here on an iPhone, I'm here, I got to pinch, I got to zoom, I got to pan, I got to like move all over the place just to see your form. And then of course, same thing. So Nick, you got some work to do, man. Go to your form and shorten the form up, make the two-step opt-in process. You've got all kinds of, at least you're not requiring some stuff. For some reason, you're not requiring email address. Not sure why. This right here, how soon are you wanting to sell? That's not a bad question. So this form's not terrible, man. I'm sure you could increase conversions on the front end a little bit by eliminating a couple of these, but these questions aren't very intrusive, so I think it's probably pretty solid. But what you are eliminating on your traffic is through the mobile. It's just not doing it. Let's go over to an iPad. So an iPad, it's similar. I mean, the website's just not resizing. So here's what will really illustrate to you guys what responsive means. And don't mind my cluttered desktop when I do this. So I'm going to grab the corner. I'm going to grab the corner of my web browser. And this is once again is an Investor Carrot members website that I just grabbed. And this one he hasn't customized it at all, so it looks the same as the day he created it. But he's getting leads from it. This is the one I showed before, that in the past week and a half, he's got 4 seller leads, and all of them filled out both this form and the secondary form. So you don't have to have stuff looking crazy simple. So I'm resizing this, and watch his website, guys, as I'm resizing this, okay? Once I get small enough, our website's going to automatically recognize, okay, it's getting smaller, it's shrinking and shrinking. You can see the elements moving and changing to fit, okay, moving and changing to fit. Here pretty soon, you're going to see our navigation bar, that big blue bar at the top, it's going to disappear. And it's going to shrink down, okay? And then also pretty soon you're going to see the opt-in box. It's going it's going to go below that black box. Okay, right there. So that's the point where our system's going, okay, it's too small to make it look good. Bam, we're gonna bring it to where we're gonna put the phone number up top. We're gonna bring the navigation shorter and formulas down there. I keep on shrinking it shorter and shorter and shorter. Now I'm down to about an iPhone look. Okay, so you can see that's responsive, guys. If you take your browser and take your website and shrink it down, if your website doesn't rearrange to look good in that shrink down format, you're losing traffic. All right, for sure. So Nick, you need to take care of that, man. Get a mobile optimized site. I'm gonna shamelessly tell you, since you're from Roseburg originally, you need an investor carrot. Keyshawn, dude, Keyshawn, was that seriously your website? Let's see here. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. Well, so and I just randomly found that like a week or two. That's so funny. Well, dude, you need to change your thank you page. That's funny. So let me take this next one. I'm going to bounce off and finish out this last tip, guys. And I've got a couple other bonus tips too. And for those of you who are interested in the Investor Care system, like I said, this call, I'm teaching you guys what you need to do on your own websites, okay? But also, Investor Care, it's an insanely powerful platform. Insanely powerful. As you can see, I've only shown you a fraction of what this thing can do. So if you're interested, I'm going to give you a special offer for tonight. But let's first dive into this and the other tips. So I'm bringing up this other one from Alex. So Alex, let's go over here, and I'm looking at, so you've got the same problem Nick had. So over here, iPhone, here's what it looks on an iPhone. I've got a pinch, pan, zoom. Here's one thing too that's hurting your conversions, Alex. You can see right here, just a little fancy tip for you. And we have all kinds of trainings in our Investor Carrots member. We do an advanced training every single month just for our members. And there's a bunch of ones in there for advanced SEO and how to use lead pages to get leads and stuff. And this is one I'm doing here shortly on conversion psychology for really advanced marketers. And this right here is not helping your conversions. You can see Facebook likes 0, tweets 0. If someone lands on a page and they see 0 Facebook likes, 0 tweets and stuff like that, they assume that either no one has gone there or that it's not a good website. So I would get rid of those on your page, or have 30 of your friends go and like your page to get some likes on there. But you can see I'm pinching, pan, and zooming. I got to go all around. It's just really hard. Same thing on an iPad. I still got to pinch, pan, and zoom. It's a little bit better on an iPad, okay? But it's still not very friendly. And then right here, okay, so that's cool. I really like this. Select your solutions. That is pretty cool. But you do need to make it mobile optimized, or you're essentially losing 30% of your traffic. And Keyshawn, I'm going to pick on you one more time here, dude. I haven't tried this one. 1 second here. Yeah, so Chris, my tech dude, is mentioning too that Flash video does not work on mobile. Okay. So if you have websites with Flash video up, then that's not going to work on cell phones. I was gonna bring up Keyshawn's site to see if it is mobile optimized. Keyshawn, go check your site after this call or something like that, see if it is. But so far, guys, we're 2 for 2 for people's sites who are not mobile optimized. So you guys are losing 30% of your traffic right away. So hire a web dude to make it mobile optimized, something like that. Or like I said, Investor Carrot, of course, is mobile optimized. So let's jump to tweak number 7. So this is 7 of 7. I've got a couple bonus tweaks for you guys. Then, of course, I'm going to mention this really cool special offer. If you are interested in Investor Carrot, and I've only shown you a fraction of what it can do. Tweak number 7. Unprofessional works insanely well when done right. And I'm going to show you why, and I'm going to show you what I mean here, okay? So here's a good example, and I'm going to relate this to specific things that you can do in your business. I'm going to give you this one thing alone, guys, that you can put in your autoresponder that people get after they opt in. I'm going to give you this one thing that if you do this, if you make your email say this, you're going to increase your response back from sellers and buyers or anyone. So totally cast your political persuasions aside, guys. Okay, I know there's a lot of crazy stuff going on now with Obamacare and all kinds of crazy stuff. But one thing I think we can all agree is that Obama ran one of the biggest and most effective marketing machines in political history. Okay, one of the biggest and most effective marketing machines in political history. And he got more people to come out and support And once again, guys, I'm saying cast aside your political leanings here. What I'm looking at is the marketing. How does someone go from virtually unknown to the president of the United States so fast? There's certain things that he did right, and he's obviously he comes across really, really well. Very great, very well spoken, smart guy. But in their email marketing, one of the big things that they did, they're always testing stuff like we're doing here at Carrot. They're always testing and tweaking stuff. And of course, they had a really big email list to test and tweak. It was like something like 50 million, might have been bigger than that, 50 million people on their email list. So they were testing stuff every day. And I read on a blog post, and that's where I got this picture, some email subject line tests that they did. And they found that when they made their emails less professional, when they took the logo out of the emails, when they tested like a really professional looking email that had pictures in it and fancy colors and stuff versus one that just looked like it was personally written, the personally written won out. When they were testing subject lines that were kind of more professional, ones that their competitors were using versus ones like this, read these subject lines, guys. This is subject lines from their campaign, and look. Subject line. So, from the President of the United States. Okay, so how grateful I am. I don't get to tell you this enough. Hey, he uses hey several times because it works so well. Wow, not going to happen. Hey again. Aloha. I'm saving you a seat. This isn't going to stop. Let's meet. Frustrated. Dinner, question mark. Fixing what's broken. You guys get the idea. Their subject lines are very personal and unprofessional. Okay, but the thing is, that's what people connect with. And it's kind of cool. I got this email from an Investor Care member, Darren, out of Michigan. He sent me this email. It says, hey, Trevor, I sent you this email because every time a seller fills out the property questionnaire form, this message by B is sent to a seller. I already had to talk to the seller. I already talked to the seller. I want to know how to remove it. And then down there at the bottom, we've got this seller. I blurred out his information so all you guys aren't trying to contact him to buy his property. But this is from July anyway. So it says, B, I'm not sure which site you're referring to. However, if possible, we would like to sell this property as soon as possible. Thank you for your time and consideration, Laura and Ed. This right here, guys, is the result of what I'm going to show you of using unprofessional stuff in your marketing, okay? And it's kind of funny because it says B and Darren wasn't sure because in our system, in the emails that go out after someone opts in, we just put -B as the signature, and then we tell our members, hey, go in there and put your name. And a lot of people don't do it, but still, it works, okay? So let me bounce out and show this to you, okay? And I did this a couple weeks ago, and I usually don't do it, but I'm going to hop into my personal email account if I knew how to type .com. And I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like and how you can apply it in your own business. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my Klamath Falls Apartments one. Okay, I'm going to go back to my KlamathFallsApartments.net, and I'm going to opt in. And most people that have websites, and of course this one's for tenants, okay, but most people who have websites, they're thinking, man, I need to make my email professional and make it sound like I'm this really big investor. We've done a ton of deals. You don't need to, guys. You just need to be personal. You need to make it. You need to make a connection with people. Okay. So this is huge, guys. I'm going to show you. There's about 5 words in this email that make it work so well. Okay. So I'm just going to put Trevor in here. Whatever. I'll put my email address. How many bedrooms I want to show me the available units. Okay. Now I'm going to bounce here to my email account. Okay, right there. So you can see right here, apartments in Klamath Falls. So that's the email that my system just sent out. So the subject line you can see here isn't, hi, I would like to talk to you, or hey, or it wasn't your Klamath Falls Apartments submission, right? That sounds like it was created by a machine. It is RE: Klamath Falls Apartments. Okay, so really personal, very curious laden. Then down here, read this, guys. It says, hey, I was just checking my phone and saw your info come through, ... that you're looking for an apartment in Klamath Falls. So you're looking for 2 bedrooms, right? So you saw, guys, on that page, I chose 2 bedrooms. Our system is smart enough to know that it chose 2 bedrooms and automatically populated that in there. For the motivated sellers, our emails say, I see that you're looking to sell your property at, and then it gives the address. So our emails are automatically populating their address in. So it looks like it's really personal. Okay, so then it says, what area of town are you looking at specifically, and what other things are you looking for in your ideal apartment? So I'm asking them a question. So there's 3 things to these emails, guys, that is huge, and you guys need to be doing this in your emails. Number 1 is your subject line. It needs to be very personal, very short, and make it put curiosity in there. Don't make it sound like it was generated automatically from a system. Number 2 is make it sound personal and ask a question. Every single one of your emails. So, Keyshawn, in your email, and I didn't check it because I put in a bogus email in there, but in your email that you're sending out to people, ask them a question. Okay, so your motivated sellers who opted in, ask them a question, because what your aim is you want to engage them ASAP. You want to get them to respond back to you. Okay, they took the first step and they opted in. That's not, you need to keep that conversation going. So send them an email that asks them a question. So what area of town are you looking at specifically, and what other things are you looking for in your ideal apartment? Honestly, I could care less what their answer is here, guys. I could care less because my apartments are only in certain areas. I can't move where my apartments are. But I put that in there so I could get them to reply back. And we're getting about half, at least me, I'm getting about half of everyone who gets this email reply back. And we're seeing other people as well, like the one I just showed you, where he replied back to that email because it asked a question. It says, just reply back to this message when you get a chance. Thanks, -B. I haven't even updated that on my own website, and it works, guys. This right here, guys, these words, these 4 words. So this alone is huge. This alone will help increase your replies for sellers, cash buyers, tenants, anything. When we put this in here, sent from my iPhone, okay, we put that in the bottom of the auto response emails, and that's automatically inside of all Investor Carrot auto response emails. Our system sends out 1 auto reply when someone opts in, and our system will send out a personalized email just like this. It auto populates information to make it feel like you just sat there on the other end and submitted it and sent them an email. And then down here, once we put this in, sent from my iPhone, that's what got it from about a quarter of people to reply to half. Because they figure, shoot, this guy's on top of it, and he sent it from his iPhone. You know, he's really serious, or he or she is really serious. They're a real person. Okay, so quick little tip, guys. Do that. Make your subject lines good. Our subject lines in Investor Carrot are already written in there for you for that initial reply. The emails are already written in your system for your cash buyer, seller, private lender, squeeze pages and forms, and they auto-populate content in to make them better. And they already have questions in there that are getting people to reply. You just need to go in there and put your name in there. B, sent from my iPhone. That's already in there. Okay, so if you're looking at editing this, if you're an Investor Carrot member, there's a couple different ways you can do it. But right here, I'm just going to go in here, click this form. So if you're an Investor Carrot member, like I said, it's drag and drop. You can create your own forms. You can just click stuff and drag it around and drop it around. But I'm just going to go up here to form settings and notifications. And then all you got to do, guys, is go down here to the customer auto response. Okay, and then right here is where you're going to see that email. So right here, I know this customer's name, so I'll update it for him. Okay, his name is Jeff. Okay, so I just updated it. You can see the same thing. There's great copy right there that's working very, very well to get people to reply. Okay, how far in the foreclosure process are you? Because this person opted in for the foreclosure guide, a free report. Okay, so we're asking a question. Oh, by the way, just curious, how far in the foreclosure process are you? Awesome. So awesome tip there, guys. I'm going to give you one more tip on increasing your credibility here with your website. Let me find the site really quick. Let me get out of this one. Where did it go? Okay, so right here, back to Chicago Home Fast. Going back to the whole non-professional thing and why it works so well. Do not put a professional picture on your website of you. Okay, don't put your cheesy real estate agent grin picture up there. Okay, take a very informal picture. We've tested this; it works. Take a very informal picture and put it up there. Okay, just like him smiling there, or here's a design that we're releasing here shortly, based on some stuff that we're testing. So this one right here, and this one, look at that, guys. This is based off of another website that we had seen. We tested it. It's doing well and stuff. So this right here, he's got a picture of his daughter on top of there. Okay, and we're gonna be rolling this design out to Investor Carrot members. He's got a picture of him smiling and his daughter there. Really builds a great connection with people immediately, and get that picture on your homepage. Okay, put it in your sidebar, whatever it is. That's going to definitely increase your conversions. Okay, so there's a bunch of questions, guys. Ellie is I'm gonna blow through some questions really quick here. Ellie is asking, she's an Investor Carrot member, do we have the SEO feature for the lead pages? 100% yes, Ellie. If you go into your lead pages, the SEO Carrot tool is right in there. So you can optimize each one of your lead pages using our OnCare SEO tool, where you don't have to be an SEO expert. Once again, our system will just walk you through, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. It changes from red to yellow to green. And once you get that green bubble, now you know that that your page is probably pretty darn optimized. So I'm just going to go here. I'll go to lead pages really quickly here, just to show you, because it looks similar. So I'm just going to go open up this one, Handyman Properties page. And we have a lot of different lead page designs, guys. But I'm going to scroll down here. You can see, Ellie, there's the OnCare SEO tool. Okay, pretty cool. Okay, someone's asking what tweak 3 was. I'll review that here in a second, guys. So I'll review all 8 tweaks. Okay. Ellie's asking, she's an InvestorCare member once again, when you duplicate a squeeze page, do you have to buy a new domain name? Great question. The answer is no. So with our system, you can have unlimited squeeze pages on your account. So I could have 100 squeeze pages on each website if I wanted to. Okay. So if I duplicated this one, so let me go look at this squeeze page. And this is just a dummy squeeze page that we set up. You can see we made it a video squeeze page really quickly. But let's say this is the domain name for this squeeze page, KlamathFallsApartments.net/Handyman Properties, and we wanted to duplicate it. You just duplicate it, and that squeeze page is just put on your website. So I could do Handyman Properties Eugene, click OK. I could publish it, so that squeeze page now is going to be on the same domain. It's just going to have a different part of the domain. Okay, so you can have unlimited on there. Let's see. Awesome. Wayne saying, hey, sorry. Hey, Trev, sorry I had to bail you on the call. Hit up the replay. This is the most informative webinar I've listened to. A lot of substance. Awesome, man. Thank you. Keyshawn, so you're saying thank you page should really be the step 2 page? Yeah, 100%. On your thank you pages, guys, you need to make your thank you pages have a purpose. Okay, and make them have a purpose. Advance and not just have a purpose, but have them advance to the next step of doing business with you. Okay, if that next step is you buying their home, have them give you more information about the home. Deliver them more credibility, so they are going to be more apt to liking your offer when you give it to them. If it's a seller motivated cash buyer site, what is advancing them to the next step? It's getting them to buy a property from you, right? So or selling more properties. So put a testimonial on there. Show them the properties that you have right there after they fill out step 2. Or put in the Facebook share, like I said. Okay, let's see. Awesome, Keyshawn. Awesome. Yeah, so Keyshawn's saying his site's not mobile optimized either. Most people aren't, man. Okay, so Todd's saying on auto-responses, can you get it to send out in 5 to 10 minutes so it's not immediately like you just did? Yeah, and I totally get it, man. He's saying if it came seconds later, then yeah, it could be semi-skeptical. So we're finding, Todd, that it doesn't matter because here's the deal, Todd. I'll give you the answer to that, but here's the deal. When someone's, let's say they're a motivated seller, okay, there's a motivated seller, they're Googling around, they're not just looking at your website, okay, you can guarantee that your website's not the only one that they're looking at, all right, they're looking at all kinds of different websites, and they're probably, after they opt into your thing, the first thing they're going to do is not go check their email because you're not telling them to, okay, so very few percentage of those people are actually going to be in their email sitting there waiting for it, so they're not going to see it come through a second later. Most people, half an hour later, 10 minutes later, whatever it is, that's when they're going to check their email. Okay, so most people aren't even going to notice it came in instantly. But to answer your question, great question, we actually integrate with a lot of email autoresponder services. So if you use services like right here, I'm going to hover over forms, and we're integrating more every week. If you every month anyway, if you use aweber.com. That's one of the ones that I prefer. iContact, MailChimp. We're integrating in Constant Contact now. We have an integration for Infusionsoft coming soon. There's several other integrations that we can make. Plus, here's a cool thing. Plus, if you're using another system, let's say you're using some system that lets you create opt-in forms, and that's where you're doing your CRM from, go here to custom opt-in form code, okay, and put it in there. All right, so cool stuff. So guys, I'm going to continue this just to do this. So bonus tweak number 8, guys, and like I said, if you're interested in the Investor Carrot system, I've got an insane offer for you here in a bit. Insane offer. I know several of you on this call are already members. You'll get the same thing. But bonus tweak number 8, okay? Leverage your cash buyers list to earn extra income. So always be building your buyers list, and this is why it's so important. We get some members who, they are always really, really, of course, motivated sellers. That's the hardest thing to generate leads online for. We have a lot of members doing it very well. But motivated sellers isn't as easy to generate leads online for as cash buyers is. So people kind of discount the value of building a cash buyer list. And they're like, I just need to get sellers, sellers, sellers. Yeah, you need to get sellers. But you need to also be building your cash buyer list. And here's why. As you're building that cash buyer list, one of the things that you can do with that list is you can start earning affiliate income from it. That's one of the first ways that I started earning money online. And you can do simple stuff, guys. If you're an Investor Carrot member and you really love our system and you believe in it, it's something you should refer that over to your cash buyers, because they probably want a website too, and they trust you. And you can say, hey, I've been an investor for a few years, and it looked all over the place for a great website to help us generate more leads online and be more credible. And it's really easy to use. And I came across Investor Carrot, and give them your affiliate link, and you'll earn a commission every single month that person's on. We just wrote our commission checks this week, actually. And one commission check, it was a $1,300 check for their commission for this month. And then we sent a bunch of $30, $50, $80, $80 commission checks out. Okay, so earn affiliate income, guys. Or if there's certain courses that you've taken that are really great courses, or resources that you're using in your real estate investment business that have worked great for you, find their affiliate program, market that to your cash buyer list to help them build their own company bigger. Okay, when I first started, I just started doing reviews. I just started doing reviews of products like property management software. And from the reviews I did 5 reviews in 2008. Okay, 5 reviews in 2008. I optimized them the same way I showed you there, except I didn't have the OnCarrot SEO tool back then. I wish I did, but all of that is the same stuff that our OnCarrot SEO walks you through on your page and how to optimize it. Those pages are ranked in Google. I don't pay anything to get traffic to them. Traffic comes to them every single week. And I get big, good-sized checks since 2008 from that one website, just doing some property management software reviews. I get about $1,300 a month in commission checks from work I did in 2008, guys. So if you're not using your websites and your cash buyer sites to really generate more income, you should be, because the potential's there. Co-wholesaling. Build your cash buyer list, guys. Even if you don't have any deals, I was talking to a member the other day. Go out there, find other investors who have deals, who have properties. Say, hey, I've got a great cash buyer list. If you dominate your city and just build the best cash buyer list in your city, guys, you're gonna make money, even if you don't know how to get deals. Okay, go out there and find the investors who know how to find deals, but they're not selling them fast enough, and partner with them and say, hey, you're getting deals. I've got the best cash buyer list in town. I'll market your deals to my list, and I'll take a cut of the money. Are you going to make as much money doing that as you would finding your own deals? No, but that could be a great way to make an extra $500 or $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000 a month if you have a great buyers list. And the thing I mentioned before also is use your cash buyer website and list to turn that list into private lenders. And like I said, my raise your hand technique that's already built into Investor Carrot member websites on that secondary form, that right there, get your cash buyers to turn into private lenders. And there's certain ways to do it that work well, that are SEC compliant. Okay, our raise your hand technique built into the Investor Carrot websites is already there. So go out there and do it, guys. There's some cool stuff, and I'm going to show you guys here some stuff. So here's some stuff. I forgot about this page. So here's some stuff that you can do. Here's some stuff that you can do for affiliate marketing. Okay, so let's say you want to put together a free report. So people are asking, how do I build my list? How do I build a list of people that I can then provide value to and market as an affiliate? And you saw Patrick earlier. He sent you guys, a lot of people, to this webinar. He believes in our system, believes in me, and is referring you a great product. And if it happens to help you grow your business like it's done to a lot of other Investor Carrot members, he's going to earn a commission on it, which is great. It's just a great side income, guys. And Pat's doing deals still. He's doing deals. He does deals every single month, but he's also growing his revenue as an investor, as an affiliate. So put together a report. 4 steps to analyze a real estate deal effectively in Chicago. Okay, put together a quick little page showing other people in Chicago how to analyze a deal. and market that on Facebook. Market that at your local RIA. 57 property management forms package. That right there has probably been the most effective one that I've put together personally. That's generated over 25,000 opt-ins. Is just property management forms, guys. And then once the person opts in to get that value, now I can provide them more value and give them lots of cool stuff. One cool thing that we've done that we're going to be letting Investor Carrot members use here shortly is 52 SEO keywords for Investors Bible. Okay, you can share that with your other investors at your RIA or your local investors or people from around the country, how they can optimize their sites better, earn a commission with Investor Carrot. Property management software reviews, like I mentioned, build a list, build value, earn commissions, and that's how I got started online. Okay, so the 8 tips in review, guys, and like I said, I'm going to show you guys an insanely awesome deal. So all of you guys who don't have mobile optimized sites, all of you guys who like the 2-step opt-in process, like that conversion psychology, liked our SEO grader tool that helps us get ranked faster, likes our lead page engine, so you get squeeze pages up and fast and ones that work great. You can customize them. And the websites, I didn't even show you this, but you can customize your websites to look almost any way you want them to look. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the offer here in a second, but so the 8 tips, once again, someone was asking about tip number 3. Stop giving away the free reports on your homepage. Okay, put them on other pages on your sites, guys. Put them on your thank you pages. Put them on your FAQ page, your About Us page, stuff like that. Or put them on your sidebar on your homepage, not your main offer. Tip number 2 is optimize your title tag for the right keywords. Okay, and you don't even have to know you don't even have to know how to find the right keywords yourself. Email me, guys. Email me at Trevor, Trevor, at oncarrot.com, oncarrot.com, and I'll send you my SEO keyword report where it's got 52 keywords that we've done the research. We found what people are typing in, and you can just take those keywords, put your city after the keyword. So it's We Buy Houses Seattle, if that's your city, and then put that on your title tag. Okay, or if you're an Investor Carrot member, of course, use our SEO grader tool, which makes it easier. 2-step opt-in process adds 20 to 30% conversion bump. Enough said. Localize your squeeze pages. Match where the person's coming from to your squeeze page. If you're marketing to Eugene, Oregon, your squeeze page should say Eugene, Oregon. Okay, so you need to have a system where you can create squeeze pages on the fly, create them quickly. Stop blowing it with your thank you pages. Get testimonial video, or let people at least share your page. Make your sites mobile responsive, tip number 7. Unprofessional sometimes works better. Back to the mobile responsive one. If your website is not mobile responsive, you're losing 30% of your traffic. Okay, get something, an unprofessional looking photo on your website. Update your email to be very unprofessional looking like Obama does. And focus on growing a cash buyer list more than you are now, so you can add that income stream. Just with a great cash buyer list, you can make 6 figures a year, okay, without knowing how to get deals yourself. So why did I create Investor Carrot? I created Investor Carrot, guys. I mean, you can see I'm excited about it, number one, but I created Investor Carrot because I had that whole journey myself. Okay, the last 6 years. That's really when I found the internet. I hacked my way through creating WordPress sites, and it took me dozens, if not hundreds of hours. And then I found out that I created the website wrong and it wasn't optimized right. And like all this time, I could have been spending that time building my company instead of hacking away at a website. Okay, and I'm really passionate about entrepreneurs, and I find there's some people who just nail it. They have the right web guys. They have the web guys that know what they're doing to help them create a website that gets ranked. And I'm lucky to have Chris, who's on this call, and Chris is like my savior, and Chris is that guy for me. And he's that guy for all of our Investor Carrot members too, because he's the one building the system. And I'm insanely passionate about entrepreneurs. And the thing that I hate is when people run into roadblocks that stop them from doing what they want to do in life. And one roadblock that I found that entrepreneurs have, not just real estate investors, is they know they need a website. They know they need to get leads, but they don't know how to, okay? And that's something I've been fortunate enough to learn. I wasn't born with that. I've been fortunate enough to learn that. And I really love the fact that we can build it into our system. This isn't websites, okay, guys? Websites is a part of it. It's an overall system on how to get more traffic and get more leads using effective websites. And it kind of helps us level the playing field. So people who aren't techie, who aren't handy, who don't have, the web guy like we've got, who it's expensive. You're going to spend thousands of dollars potentially to get something similar to what we've built. You will spend some thousands of dollars actually. And I'm really passionate about helping people really get over those roadblocks and grow their business. And here's some great examples. Evans Ojwang in July. Thanks, Trevor. Love your guys' sites. They're easy to use and just keep getting better. We have this thing in our company called the Thread of Awesomeness, where we post awesome testimonials like this so our whole team can see it, because I love seeing that stuff. It's just awesome. Here's another one. Scott Costello. He joined, this is 3 or 4 months ago, back in August. I've had a combination of seller leads and buyer leads come in. Most recently, they've all been seller leads. That's into his Carrot system. Over the past 2 weeks, I've gotten 5 new seller leads, which is 5 more than I've ever gotten from an online source. So yeah, it's working. Organic traffic, and he's talking about organic traffic. I actually just got an update from him a few weeks ago to where now his website's jumped about 3 or 4 pages since he set them up. Because search engine optimization is not immediate a lot of times, guys. With my KlamathFallsApartments.net site, because it's not a huge market, I was literally, from the time I bought that domain, I was literally able to get that ranked on page 2 in under 10 days, and I got my first lead a day after that. Okay, so you can get search engine rankings insanely fast. You can, and our system helps it happen quicker. But if you're in a more competitive market, it might take a month, 2 months, 3 months to really climb up there. Like Mark Palladino that I showed you before, where he was on page 19, did the SEO Grader tool, switched his title tags, did a couple other things. Our system helped optimize his pages, and now he's in the top 5 in Google. I think he's number 3 for all kinds of terms. He's getting leads every single week now. William Delgado. Thanks, Trevor. When it comes to buying pre-made landing pages, 4 important factors: easy setup, speed of testing in a few hours, tracking, easy integration with a large amount of autoresponders, WordPress integration. You guys offer most of that. Actually, since he sent this email, we offer all of it. If you can offer it all, I don't see any reason why anyone wouldn't want to use your product. You guys are really doing a good job with Carrot, making my life as a marketer much easier. And as Dan Kennedy would say, we're not in the real estate business, we're in the marketing business. Our product just happens to be marketing. So he's a really advanced marketer, guys. He's someone who could build his own website. Okay, he has built his own websites. He's now using Investor Carrot, and it's really cool. I've got a good buddy named David, and he's been building investor sites for years, and he does an insanely great job at it. And he actually signed up for Carrot a month ago because he said our system is so easy. He didn't want to have to deal with building his own investor site. And he's been building them for other investors for years. Okay, and here's one that I just put in here today, guys. This is from a couple weeks ago. He sent it to Kyle, my brother, who's head of customer experience. I searched through my emails to find the Bible, the SEO keyword Bible earlier. I'm using it to get my pages lit green. He's talking about lit green on our SEO Grader tool because it's all color coded. He says, I'm a fan of the Investor Carrot platform. Our goal is to have our sites generating 3 leads a day within 90 days, which is, that's a very realistic expectation. You shouldn't expect to be generating 3 leads a day within 2 weeks unless you're out there marketing the heck out of it, guys. But he says, I was expecting to generate 3 leads per day within 90 days, and we're at 1.7 to 2 leads a day already. I'm really impressed with the customer service as well. Awesome. So all 7 tweaks that I mentioned before, guys, are done for you and built into Investor Carrot. So if you sign up from this call, and here's the link, sign up from this call. And I know, guys, this call went a little bit longer than I was expecting because I dove in and taught some more stuff. Once I started seeing certain things on pages, man, I was messing with Keyshawn there. It went a little bit longer. So hopefully you guys got a ton of value out of the call, which I know a lot of people are already sending comments in. But if you sign up to Investor Carrot from this call, there's a special deal that you can get that you cannot get on our main website. Okay, you cannot get this if you go sign up. And guys, I'm going to be real with you. I'm not going to put down one of those fake close down where it's like, if you don't buy within 3 days, you'll never get this system again. And then we're going to market the same thing next week to someone else. Anyone can go buy Investor Carrot anytime. Okay. But the thing is, if you invest in Investor Carrot and switch over from this call with this special, you're going to get a bunch of extra stuff that we don't offer normally. Okay. So if you sign up from this call, your system will include unlimited lead pages. You're going to get that anyway. Property listing engine with Google Maps and Street View. You're going to get about 5 done for you lead pages for each one of your websites. So seller websites can get 4 or 5 that are for sellers. Cash buyer site, the whole thing. We have a multifamily website that we're rolling out literally next week. We've got 2 customers on it right now. Full powerful blog platform. So this is one of the best things you can do to generate a lot of SEO traffic and a lot of leads. It's definitely going to be a little bit more work, but I've got a training call that I'm going to be doing in December, walking you through every step of how I go out there and get a lot of traffic through SEO. And the easiest way to do it, okay? Drag and drop forms creator, really quick and simple. Don't have to hit up a web guy. You create forms, edit our forms. There's 3 free reports already created in there for you, already attached to the lead pages. Pre-written professional content made to increase conversions. But the beauty is you can edit and customize everything about the sites. Edit the content, put videos in, edit your look and feel of your site. You can do all kinds of crazy cool stuff to it. You can make it look completely different than the ones I showed you today. Full access to our help center, live chat during the days, 90-minute getting started live call with me the week that you get going. And we just had our getting started call today. Done for you SEO for your local market on your homepage. So your homepage, we're gonna optimize your homepage for keywords we know people are typing in your local market. As soon as you click create on that motivated seller site, on that buyer site. The Carrot SEO Grader tool with my SEO training video. It's about a 2-hour training call where I deep dive into SEO. If you wanna know search engine optimization inside and out, and drive a lot of search engine traffic, like Chris was saying. I think my technical guy, I think he was saying it's about 19,000 people have hit our customers' websites this week. I would guess that well over half of that's from SEO, guys, from search engine optimization. There's a lot of other cool stuff. We put out new trainings every week. So oncarrot.com/special. But here's some bonuses, guys. So bonuses for those of you who join on this call at the pro level. And the pro level normally provides you 3 websites. So you could create 3 cash buyer sites if you wanted to, or a main site, a seller site, and a cash buyer site. But we're going to give you some bonuses. So this is only for people who join on this call, okay? So number one, I really enjoy talking with people. I really enjoy helping people, diving in there, and that's kind of my core competency is marketing advice, okay? So you can either do one of the two, and this is only for the first 15 people. Okay, so if you already know that you want Investor Carrot, you already know you want to switch over from a website that isn't working as well as it should be, or you don't even have a site and you want to get them up going quick, you should go and sign up right now because only the first 15 are going to get this bonus. 30-minute search engine optimization review for your website by me personally. Okay, and what I mean by that is I will dive in when you're ready, and I will look at every single page in your site, and I will tell you exactly what you need to do for your specific market. We'll even tweak out a couple things for you during that review, and we'll say do this, and this, and that will help you boost your SEO big time in your local market. Or you can hop on the phone with me for 20 minutes and do a strategy call. Okay, and I offered this. I've only offered this one time ever. Is about a month ago, and people are loving the strategy calls. I love them. People are getting a lot out of them. And if I were to bill by the hour, my hourly time is $1,000 an hour when I bill out to clients for marketing stuff. So that's a real $500 value, guys. Another bonus that we're going to do for you is we're going to set up a Facebook fan page squeeze page for you, just like the one I showed you before, where on your Facebook page you're going to have those tabs for We Buy Houses and for the other one for investment properties. And that's about a $90 value. If you were to hire a web guy to go do that and build those pages for you and put them on your Facebook page as tabs, we're going to do that for you, okay? 2 full pre-written email autoresponder sequences. So if you're using iContact or Constant Contact or Aweber or some email autoresponder system and want to plug it into our system, it directly integrates with our forms. I'm going to give you email autoresponders written by me for your buyers sequence and seller sequence. 3 affiliate marketing squeeze pages uploaded to your account. So this is something we're still working on. This is something we're going to be releasing here in a couple of weeks. It's a little bit behind schedule, but we're going to give you a jump start on affiliate marketing for your cash buyer site or your main site. Okay, we're going to give you 3 squeeze pages that I know work because I've used them to build a buyer's list, to build a list of people. Then you can start affiliate marketing. We're going to give you these squeeze pages. They're ones we've tested, guys. And then after that, I'm going to do a training. I'm going to hope to get it in before the end of the month. If not, it'll be the first couple weeks of December, called Affiliate Marketing from $0 to $500 a month. And I'm going to walk you through how I went from $0 a month in affiliate marketing to my first 500. Okay, but now with affiliate marketing, and I don't even touch it, honestly. My main focus is Investor Carrot and the local stuff we're doing here. I don't touch my affiliate marketing. I get between $3,000 to $5,000 a month in affiliate checks just from the stuff I'm going to teach in this call. That alone is worth this. So plus, the last thing is we're going to upgrade your account. We're going to upgrade your pro account from 3 websites to 5. and that right there is a $59 a month value. And it's yours free. Okay, so we're going to upgrade your site from 3 to 5, and all that you have to do is, if you add all these values up, if you're going to buy them individually or have a web guy do it, it's about $774, give or take, and we're going to do it for $99 today. Because that $99 also pays for your first month of Investor Carrot. You get all of these bonuses. The first 15 people get the 30-minute SEO review by me, or hop on a phone for 20 minutes for a strategy call. And you can ask me anything. It doesn't even have to be about your website, okay? And then after that, it's only $49 a month, and that includes full support, monthly training that we do. You can hit us up on live chat. We'll help you do stuff, and it includes, of course, we are the ones that handle the server. You don't have to mess with server stuff. It includes your hosting. It includes us upgrading the system as we find stuff that works better, because we're continually testing things with our split testing software. We find what works great. We're working with 4 or 5 customers right now to test different lead pages to see what's working well, and we trickle that stuff down to your system. So essentially, that $49 a month, you're getting training every single month. It includes your hosting, which that alone is $10 a month if you're to buy hosting. It includes our support. It includes us managing the server, so you don't have to worry about hackers and stuff. It includes us updating the server every single month in the system, and it includes us every time we make a big update to the system, like really revamping our lead pages engine. That stuff does not cost anything extra. It's included in the monthly fee. Okay, so oncarrot.com/special is where you're going to want to go. And like I said, the first 15 that get through will get that bonus with me. And one thing that let's see, I want to make sure we put it in there. And one thing that we're going to throw in too, guys, I don't have it mentioned here, is if you want to customize stuff on your site, or you just want to get you want to get rolling really, really fast, okay? And you don't want to have to go through our help section in our tutorials and learn how to do stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in an hour of our team's time to help you get rolling quickly. So if you want to make your site look a little bit different, then let us know, and we'll do the quick tweaks for you up to an hour of our work. Normally we charge $75 for a time block of ours, which is a couple hours. So you're getting that for free as well. And like I said, guys, under $100, $99 today, $49 a month. So start using Investor Carrot, guys. Try Investor Carrot's inbound marketing software for investors and start getting better results today. It's oncarrot.com/special. And we can just go ahead and do this. I'm going to take questions, guys. If you have questions, hit me with the questions. Awesome. Looks like we're already getting people hopping in. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go show you guys where to go. Okay. Just in case there's questions, and I'll answer questions as long as you guys need me to. Okay. I take that back. Not as long as you guys need me to, because my wife has called me like 3 times in the last 10 minutes. I think she forgot I had a webinar. So oncarrot.com/special, and you're going to see a page like this. It says special package available today only for webinar attendees. All you have to come down and do, and you'll see it's $99 up front. That includes all the bonuses. That includes your first month of Investor Carrot. It includes the bonus if you're one of the first 15. It includes an hour of our team's time. And then it's only $49 a month after that for up to 5 websites. Okay. If you only want website, no big deal. Okay. You can choose just to have 1 website in your system, but you can use up to 5. Put in your payment information, place order. After that, it's going to take you to our Getting Started wizard. Okay, you're going to set up your own user account. You're going to confirm some information about your company. We'll show you a really great way to generate more traffic. We have a training called the 3 lead per day training, where I upload everything that we do on how to dominate search engine rankings. You're going to see that. But go there, guys. Join it. Check it out. I'm gonna dive through questions right now. Let's see. Awesome, Lisa. Cool. So Lisa's saying I'm a beginner, don't have a website or a niche yet. Also haven't done my first deal yet, but I want Investor Carrot. And I'm not proficient on my computer, but I'm in. So Lisa, that's awesome. That's the thing. We're continually working hard to make Investor Carrot easier to use every single week. And we understand there's some things in there that maybe aren't as easy as they could be. So we're working on those big time. Like I said, our next big update is this insane update with our lead pages engine, which is really going to be really, really powerful. So even if you're not a techie, we have great tutorials. I'll just take you over here really quick. Great tutorials, guys. We have a big help section. We have live chat, which you're going to be hard pressed to find live chat in the real estate market. We have live chat that's on from 10 o'clock Pacific time through 5 o'clock Pacific time every single weekday. So you hit problems, hit up our live chat. We have awesome support over there, and you have these tutorials over here that help you walk through stuff. Okay, so you'll be fine with that, Lisa. And I already see people jumping in, which is awesome. Congrats, guys. Welcome in. Mark, thanks for hopping in, buddy. Let's see. Okay, cool. Looks like Verna's in. Sandy's saying, finally, someone who realizes not everyone can buy what's on offer within the next 3 days. Fantastic. I'll do it as soon as I get back to the USA. So, yeah, Sandy, that's awesome. You can always come back. You can always go to oncarrot.com, check it out, and join our platform. Okay, you can always do that. But you're not going to get these massive bonuses with this special. So, no big deal there. Is there a promo code? Ken, no promo code. All you got to do is go to oncarrot.com/special. It's going to take you to this page, and this is a special order page that you can't get on our main site. It's just for the webinar offer, and it's $99 up front, and that includes your first month's payment, and then it's only $49 a month, like I said, and that includes everything I mentioned, our support, our training that we do every single month. We're the ones that handle your server. We pay for your hosting. We do all that stuff for you, okay? And then you can just dive into the tutorial section in our getting started, and we'll walk you through what you need to do in your website to get up and rolling, get your first lead in. Okay. Okay, so there's some questions that aren't related to this. I'll dive into them here in a second. Cool. So Pamela will be in later. Awesome. David's in. Welcome aboard, man. Okay. Gary, if you only want one website, like I said, you can still take advantage of this special. So oncarrot.com/special, and it's only the $99 up front. And you can only use, if you only needed one website, you could just join this and you could just use one of those 5 websites and get all these features. Or if you really only needed one website, you can go to our website, go to oncarrot.com. Oncarrot.com, you can check out the website, check out who we are. You can go, click Get Investor Carrot and see our pricing model. So we do have a pricing plan that's one website. It's only $29 a month, $29 up front, but you don't get any of those bonuses. You don't get the free hour of our team's time. No call with me, none of the affiliate marketing stuff. So yeah, you can either take advantage of the special, or you can always go and just get one website too. That's totally an option. Andrew's asking, this is a great question. He's saying, does this complement the FreedomSoft program? So that's a great question, Andrew. FreedomSoft is a software that offers a lot of other stuff, and honestly, we're never going to be a quote-unquote one-click, do everything system, and that's not, I don't want to make it that. We're focusing insanely well on how do we create websites that create inbound traffic to give you that freedom, that lifestyle, to where you have leads coming in from your website all the time. Okay, FreedomSoft is great at giving you stuff from other areas, and I'm not. The big thing, guys, about generating your own leads online is that those leads are yours. You're not sharing this list with 4,000 other investors around the country, and everyone's marketing that same list. Okay, the beauty with inbound marketing, with getting people to find your website or to find your marketing and go to your website, is you own that lead. You're not sharing that lead with anyone else. So, does it complement FreedomSoft? Yes, Andrew. So FreedomSoft, I believe you can create forms with FreedomSoft, and I believe with FreedomSoft you can create embed forms for those forms. So what you can do is in our system, you can hop in here in our system, go down here. Let's say you want let's go to a lead page. On your lead page, once again, let's say you want your lead page to just attach to your FreedomSoft account. You can do that. Just come down here, go to your select opt-in form. Okay, and then you just go custom opt-in form code, put in your FreedomSoft opt-in form code there, and then that form is connected to your FreedomSoft account. Okay, so really cool stuff. Let's go. Let me bring this back out. Great questions, guys. Yeah, so Manny, great Manny, awesome question. I'm glad you asked it. He's saying, can I have a realtor website if I join? So the answer to that is yes, and no. So we don't have any realtor templates right now, but you can easily turn, let's say, the cash buyer site or whatever into a realtor thing, because you can list properties on there. There's the SEO tools, and the beauty is, guys, what we have members every single week who are joining as an investor, and then they're saying, gosh, this system's so killer, I want my insurance company to switch over. We're switching over a guy who runs a really successful insurance company in Florida. He's moving 3 of his insurance company websites over to Investor Carrot. Okay, here's a great example of another one. So you can use Investor Carrot in any market. We just happen to tailor it specifically for real estate right now, but we're going to be growing. This one right here, this is one that we're wrapping up right now for a client. They're in the sports training world. It's a buddy of mine in Houston where they train a lot of Major League Baseball players, NFL players, stuff like that. Guys, this is an Investor Carrot website. It looks completely different than this. It looks completely different than this, right? But the only difference between this site and this one is the options that we chose. We didn't touch a stitch of HTML. We didn't touch a stitch of code to get the website to look like this. Okay, we just clicked options and got the website to look like this. It took our team about 3 hours to do it, so we did do the customizations for him. So those of you who want your website to look a lot differently, our team can do that stuff for you. It's our what we call our customization program, and it's only $75 for 2 hours of our team's time, which we can get a ton done in 2 hours. Like I said, this whole website took about 3 hours of our team's time to get it to this point, and maybe add another hour for getting their content in here. So really, really effective, guys. You can use this in any market you want. As another example, let me show you this one. I moved my personal blog. My personal blog is using Carrot now. So here is Investor Carrot. Here's Carrot. I just decided to simplify it. And if you want to use one of your 5 websites as your personal blog, let me know and we can set you up on that. Okay, and you can see, really simple, nice, clean personal blog, easy to use, has lead pages, has SEO. Here's another one we set up. And the reason that I could have Chris, my web guy, build any website that I want to, right? But the reason I'm setting up my own websites in the Carrot system, even when they're not when they're not real estate sites, is because I can get a website up in seconds. I can tweak it really easily. I don't have to bother a web guy. I can do the stuff myself if I wanted to. And it's easy. I've got the lead pages in there. I can get my sites ranked. I got the blog attached to them, the whole thing. So this one's called Business in the Burgle. It's a marketing website that me and a buddy of mine right there, his name is Ben, put together. And we're giving free marketing advice for Roseburg, Oregon entrepreneurs. But here's a lead page. One thing that you can do with Investor Carrot is you can make your home page a lead page. So you can see here, this is the home page. We're running a split test to see which squeeze page converts the best. But here's the home page, and then the person has to actually opt in. So I'm just going to do this. The person has to actually opt in to get to the actual content. And we have a lot of Investor Carrot members who choose to make their websites like this. So if you want to make your homepage for your cash buyer site a squeeze page, you can do it with a click of a mouse. If you want to make your homepage for your motivated seller site a squeeze page, so it's not this whole full-blown website, you can do that with a click of a mouse. So you can see this is just an Investor Carrot site. We spent a little bit of time customizing it, maybe about an hour and a half. Changed some stuff, and it has our own look and feel. This is all using Carrot, and we got this done on for insanely cheap, budget of zero, and because I already obviously have an Investor Carrot account, and I spent about an hour and a half uploading a picture back there and changing some stuff, and good to go. So the answer is yes. You can use it for anything. Gene is saying, I'm having a problem processing the credit card. Can I call someone in the morning? Gene, you definitely can. So guys, if you're having a problem processing the order, odds are it's probably your billing address. Okay, odds are you're probably putting in the incorrect billing address, and your credit card company is saying, hey, it's not the the credit card address we have on file, so it's kicking back an error. So if you're seeing that error on your order page, try a new address. Or yes, you can call us. What we're going to do, guys, is if you're having a problem, ordering, do this. Send me directly an email, okay? And this is my personal email address. So I'll get this. I'm sending this to everyone through the chat box. send me an email at trevor@oncarrot.com. Okay, and I'll put it right here too, right here, trevor@oncarrot.com. Send me an email if you're having problems ordering. Okay. And we can hop on the phone with you in the morning or whatever, and we'll get you processed. Okay. Cool. Awesome, Todd. Thanks, man. Manny's asking, does it include hosting? Yes, it includes hosting. And we handle all the server stuff. So all you got to do, Manny, is sign up, click a couple buttons to launch a website, and then you can dive in and start customizing. And then you can attach your own domain to it. So you don't have to attach a domain to it, but you can attach your own custom domain to it if you want. You'll need to buy that domain somewhere. We suggest a company called Namecheap. Don't buy them from GoDaddy, guys. GoDaddy's complicated. So if you need to buy domain names, go to Namecheap.com. It's the simplest, easiest, and it's just way, way crazy easy. But yes, our service does include that. So Andrew's asking, does the program have a lease purchase website? So that's something we're working on, Andrew. But with that said, let me show you something. We have a lease option squeeze page. If I can find it here. I'm trying to find one of these pages. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a website up for it, but we don't have a website geared 100% toward lease option right now. We're creating that, so I'd love to work with you on creating that, and maybe have you be the first person in it. But we do have lease option rent to own squeeze pages that you can use. Okay, but the rent to own lease option market, I plan on having that done within the first 3 weeks of December, hopefully. Okay. Carrie is asking, awesome question. If I purchase the $29 a month plan, will I have the option to upgrade later? Yep, you can always upgrade later, Carrie. Just keep in mind, like I said, the special offer on the webinar right there on carrot.com/special. Those bonuses right here are only available for this special, and there's some reasons. I mean, we're putting a lot of time, guys, into these bonuses. And I never give out my time like this. That's why I've limited it to 15, because 15 times 20 minutes is a lot of time. Okay, but I really value hopping on the phone with people. I love it. Is this the Pro Plus or just the Pro? So Gary, with this special, this is the Pro plan. So this is the $49 a month Pro plan, but you're getting a bunch of bonuses coming in, getting more help from us, like I said. With the normal Pro plan, if that's just purchased on our website, you don't get any of these bonuses, and you don't get an hour of our team's time to help you get up and rolling. But the Pro Plus plan is where we'll create content for you. So people who just flat out don't want to create their own content and maybe want a little bit of help driving some leads here and there, that's where we'll actually write content for you. We'll write 2 search engine optimized blog posts a month through the Content Pro, or you might call it Pro Plus, the Content Pro plan. But this one right here, it's only $49 a month. You can always upgrade as you go. So that's one thing I would suggest is if you're looking at potentially the Content Pro plan, join under this package, guys. We'll get your websites up and rolling faster. Okay, and it's only $49 a month. Then when you're ready to upgrade to Content Pro, if that's what you want to do, if you want to have us write the content, then you can always upgrade later. Okay, so Lisa's saying, she's saying her search engine is Bing. When I put in www.oncarrot.com/special, I don't know which choice to pick. So Lisa, here's what you need to do. You don't want to Google our website. You don't want to go to Bing and put our website into the search. What you want to do is at the top of your browser where the domain names are, go there and type up, that page that I mentioned. So oncarrot.com/special. Okay, you type that up in your browser bar, click enter, and that will forward you to this special order page. Okay. Let me plow through these guys. So Chris is asking, can we set up a members only section of our website? There is a feature in our system to where you can password protect your pages, posts, stuff like that. Okay, so I'm inside of here. Let's say I wanted to password protect this page. I could go here to visibility. I could do password protected. I could create a password. Okay, click OK. And then I can click update. Now I'm going to go look at this page. And you're going to see now it's password protected. And all I got to do is, of course, know the password. Click enter. And okay, yeah, it's a little issue with the password protection part. Now you can see it's forwarded me over there. Okay, so yes, you can password protect your pages. No, technically our system isn't built to be a membership management system, but you can password protect pages, which works really well for storing investor, private lender stuff. Works really well for doing other stuff. Manny's saying, if I have 5 websites going, how much will the hosting fee be? Manny, awesome question. So if you have 5 websites with us through this package, through the special package I mentioned here, it's only going to be $49 a month. So it's the same $49 a month. With this plan, the normal pro plan on our system, I'll just show you this right now. Plans. It's going to go to plans. And thanks for hanging on here, guys. This call is running way longer than I expected, but there's a lot of questions on here, which is cool. So going to plans, if you look at our main plan page, okay, you're seeing here's our normal plans, okay, $39 a month, $49 a month, $199 a month, and for the normal pro package, it's 3 websites, okay. So for 3 websites on the pro package, you can have up to 3 websites for $49 a month total. But through this bonus, only for this webinar, we're upgrading your pro package to allow 5 websites. So you're going to have 5 websites. You can set up to 5 websites. And some ways you can do this, guys. Let's say you have a main site, a seller site, and a cash buyer site. Okay. Some people are using their extra 2 websites to set up a squeeze page, to where they have just a dedicated domain name that is just a squeeze page, not a full-blown website. Or some people are setting up a website for one of their other companies. Okay, but for $49 a month, you can create up to 5 websites. Okay. Gene, awesome. So Gene is in. So yeah, it was his mailing address. It was incorrect. He's all signed up and in. Bill, integrated with Google Hangouts. I'm not. Man, that's something I need to find out. I'm not really sure how you would integrate a website with Google Hangouts. I need to see, kind of get more clear on that question. Steve is saying, hey, I really need to build a private lender site. Do you have those up? Steve's a good friend from years back. Awesome, man. So, man, we got rid of the private lender dedicated sites a couple years ago. When we were offering those to investors that we knew, and it was mainly because our SEC attorneys told us to. So we won't be creating any private lender specific websites, but what we do have built in, so good question, what we do have built in to your main company website, if you create one, and your cash buyer websites, is when people join your cash buyer list, once again, that step 2 form, it has the thing on there that gets people to raise their hand to be a private lender. Okay. And then up here, you can see there's an investors tab. So you can see here on this page, looking to participate in the real estate market, earn solid returns. They can come down here and fill out information and tell what kind of investor they are, so you can drive them there. And there's also an accredited investor form on here. And also there are some private lender squeeze pages already up here. Okay, so I'm going to go into the back end of this website and show you really quick. So the cash buyers are geared to have private lending elements in them. So are the motivated seller websites. So here's a passive investing report page. Here's a Warren Buffett advice one. Here's a free report one that's already created on there. So you can see here's one that you can market and generate investor leads. Here's one for a free report. Okay, and same thing, guys. All these squeeze pages can be customized really, really simply. Let's say I want to go here and click edit and customize this squeeze page. I can come in here. I can upload a background image. Let's select images. Go to the media library. There's already some images in there. Let's say I want to select this one right here. It's just a picture that's already there. Click select, click update, and now you're going to see this squeeze page that looked like this before within a matter of seconds using our lead page engine. I'm going to refresh, and you can see how different we just made it look in a matter of seconds. Okay, so the answer is no. We are not going to have dedicated private money sites, but the answer is yes. We have private money elements built in. Okay, but we definitely would be willing to give you advice and work with you on creating a more targeted private money site. Tony, what about on buying, selling mortgages and notes? Man, guys, these questions are great. So right now we have motivated seller sites, we have cash buyer sites, we have a main company site. Now we have a multifamily buy side site. If you want to tweak your content, if you want to set up, let's say a buyer site, a cash buyer site, and tweak the content to talk about selling mortgage notes or buying mortgage notes, you can do it. You just got to get in there and hop in and tweak the content out. Okay. But at the same time, we are talking with one of the leaders of the National Association for Note Buyers on creating a note buying content pack. Okay, so that's something that'll probably be after the start of the year. We're definitely not going to be able to get that before the start of the year, but we are going to be creating that. But you can always hop in and do it yourself. Awesome, man. So Nate is saying his parents still live in Roseburg, which is really cool. Small world, man. Yeah, so Ellie, of course, you're an Investor Carrot member already. You'll definitely get the bonuses. Just email me. Email me directly at trevor@oncarrot.com, and we'll hook you up with the bonuses. Thank you. Awesome. Ron, yeah, same thing. Ron's already a member. Hit me with an email. We'll get you the bonuses. Does the system save opt-ins in a database format? Yep, so great question on the opt-ins. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you really quick. We have a really simple CRM, but our system also can integrate with several other CRMs. So we can integrate our forms with some CRMs like Zoho CRM and some other ones. So I'm hopping into this one, guys. So you can see here, there's some leads that are coming in here, and the leads are stored in here. Okay, so I'm going to click this right here. And you can see the leads are stored right here, okay? And you can see there's some leads. And let me hop over to one of these other sites. You're going to hear my family in the background here. They all just came home. But yeah, the leads are stored in a very simple lead database. Okay, I'll show you my personal site so I'm not snooping around on someone else's leads and showing them. So here's this Investor Carrot site. I'll show you the leads that I haven't checked. So you can see there's 26 leads in there that I haven't checked. So if I go here, you can see the different forms. And then you can see the entries. If I click this, that's going to then take me to the place where then I can go look at my leads. Okay, I can see when they came in. I can see who they are. I can click on them, and here's the one that I just submitted during this webinar, guys. So I can see the lead. I can read it. I can add a note to the lead. So I called the seller, blah blah blah. Click add a note, and then also you can also email that note to the person. So you can see there's the note added to that contact's profile. Then there's these notifications that I can have a notification resent out to the person, and I can also see where they opted into my website. So you can see which pages on your form are working, and then also if you want to export your leads, you can always export your leads, guys, into a CSV file, so you can import them into whatever CRM you're working on. Okay. So that's the last question, guys. If there's no other questions, I appreciate it. Head over to oncarrot.com/special to take us up on this offer. And okay, let's see. Can we add a lead to an autoresponder? So a great question there. So once again, when someone opts in, they're going to get one autoresponder back. Okay, and then our system integrates with a lot of autoresponders, not a lot, but about half a dozen of the most popular ones. We integrate with Aweber, iContact, MailChimp. We're wrapping up and integrate with GetResponse, Constant Contact, and there's probably a few others. Infusionsoft, there's a few others that we're looking at integrating. So if you want to go get a MailChimp account or a Aweber account, you can really have an insanely powerful autoresponder that hooks up directly to our forms. Okay, it's about a 2-minute integration. We'll walk you through the steps. Okay, get started, connecting your Aweber account. We tell you exactly what you need to do, and then you can just hook up your forms to whatever list you want to. Really, really cool and powerful. And that way, you're not bound by keeping our autoresponder, our email marketing system. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Sandy. Sandy's saying great ideas. Love it. Andrew, great. Love it. This is awesome. Trevor, I'm all in. Looking forward to working with you. Can use your help. Awesome, man. Welcome in. Let's see. Tony's saying off subject, but I have a 53 single family turnkey package deal in Cleveland. Since you're a buy and hold guy, I thought you might be interested. Yeah, you can email him, but honestly, I'm kind of like a local guy, and I'm not. Man, that's over my head buying 53 properties at once. But email it to me. I'll take a look at it, or I can maybe forward it to some people who I do know are buying properties in Ohio. I do know people buying properties in Ohio. So shoot it over my way. Guys, oncarrot.com/special. I got to go. I appreciate you guys hanging on. I got to go grab some dinner, hang out with the family. But hit me with more questions to trevor@oncarrot.com if you have questions. For the bonuses, guys, I know Thanksgiving's coming up, so we're going to try to get the bonus emails out here over the next 3 to 4 days. So please bear with us. After you join, you can go create your first website. I suggest you go create your first website, okay? And then hit us up on live chat. And then what we'll do is for the first 15, we'll set up a time to call, so you can either hop on a phone with me for 20 minutes to talk strategy, or I can do a 30-minute search engine optimization review of your site whenever you want me to. And then over the next 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to start rolling out these bonuses. Okay, so we'll send you an email with how to get these bonuses. And for the trainings that aren't done yet, so for the training like on the affiliate marketing from 0 to 500 a month, that's not done yet. That's something we're creating, guys. So that's something we're here over the next month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. We're going to continue to give you value, continue to give you education and content that's going to help you grow. Okay. So thank you guys for coming on. Did everyone like it? Did everyone enjoy the call? Did you guys get a bunch out of the call? Awesome. Awesome. Well, cool, guys. Thank you, guys. Have an awesome night. oncarrot.com/special. Join tonight if you're wanting to hop in and get these bonuses. Otherwise, we'll talk to you soon. Hi, McKinley. Hold on, girlfriend. I got to shut the webinar down. Everyone can hear you. You want to say hi?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys and gals. We'll talk soon. Thank you. oncarrot.com/special.
I want to say hi.
The organizer